Matt, you nailed it. You nailed it, Matt. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Charmed Persons, a spooky little one-shot we got going on this Sunday.
Scary.
This is not a continuation of our Teheroth campaign, so don't worry. But catch up on demand, or you can start watching on YouTube. We are on YouTube now at Charmed Persons. We've been on Spotify. Get up there, watch some of our long shots, watch some other one shots. It's October. It's spooky time. We got lots of spooky content on demand for you to watch. This is, like I said, a one shot outside of the normal campaign. Tomorrow is Meet the Persons with Eric Younglove, who just finished DMing his long shot of a Real World meets D&D long shot. That was a lot of fun. So that'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night with the host, Angie Forshee, as always. And then Thursday, we have our second session of Tomb of the Black Sand, DM'd by one Thor Goodman. That has been a very fun little long shot as well. So we are excited to continue that Thursday at 6 p.m. Central.
Yeah, 3-stream week.
I know, 3-stream week. Look at us go.
Living the dream.
It's all for you, our wonderful viewers. So that's it. That's all the announcements for now. So let's jump in as we zoom in on a dark, stormy night. The exterior of Winter Manor comes into frame. An ancient, large home that has been a part of the Winter estate for hundreds of years. However, now it sits abandoned, dark. The vines have started to overgrow and overtake this home. Any plant life that had been here seems completely devoid of life. Crooked branches kind of sticking out of the ground and into the night sky, creating a portrait with the moon shining through. It is a classic scene of horror and spooks. And in front of this manor, we see a woman in a long red gown, deep red. Gray hair tied up tight into a bun, perfectly combed back. An older face, but elegant still in features as she kind of looks up at this manor, past the gate in front of her, past the broken fountain, as the sky seems to almost darken specifically around this house. A cold shiver crawls up her spine as she shakes and exhales, her breath seen on the night air. It's very brisk, it's late fall. All of a sudden, the clopping of hooves on stone can be heard. She turns around to see a carriage pulled by 2 white horses galloping quickly towards the gate. The carriage rather kind of turns right before her, almost as if it was drifting forward. The carriage itself made of a very nice wooden material, probably a pine that has been very carefully painted and very well maintained. Top of this carriage, a rider in a long black tux with a large top hat and a big mustache that kind of curls and is curled at the ends. He well, and he gets down and grumbles to himself. He jumps out of the carriage, kind of lands, and then pops his back up into place as he leans back up, walks over to the carriage door. On the carriage door, a large image of a kind of silly cartoon menacing ghost with 3 claw marks painted bright red struck through it with the words Ghoul Slayers underneath. The man opens the door, and out of the carriage walks our first character. The carriage seems to give and shift heavily with the weight of this first form as they clang out of the carriage and land. Matt, would you like to describe your character?
Yes. My name is 5C0073R, or Scooter. I am a tall, robust, warforged, made out of shining metal. I have a very small, tiny head that's hidden under a 10-gallon hat on top of my head. At my side are a couple of pistols and a hand mortar. And everywhere Scooter walks is very deliberate, and you can kind of hear like whirring sounds a little bit. Kind of steps out.
A little bit of exhaust given off of the joints as you step forward. You see the woman all dressed in red, who looks like this. And there she is.
Yes.
You see Lady Margaret Winter, the woman who has who has hired and who you have been in contact with regarding this position. And as you step out, even though she a little bit too loud, even though she is very much aware of the Ghoul Slayers, as are a lot of individuals, to see the great Scooter in person, I mean, it's a feat of engineering that is very rare, especially in this day and age. And so you just kind of see her eyes go wide as she looks at you. And following out of the carriage, definitely not shifting with as much weight, a more elegant air about them. Michael, would you like to describe your character?
Oh boy, sure. So stepping out of the carriage is a very pale man, about 6 foot tall, probably maybe a little bit taller than that. His skin, while being very, very white, has some sort of refractory kind of glow to it, like kind of like a pearl if you held it like under sunlight. So it kind of shifts constantly. Hair very, very black, but also is like an iridescent quality, almost like it's black, but if you look at it under certain lights, it can almost be like a raven's feather or like an oil spill, I guess, on water, where it's constantly refracting light. Very, very nice copper, like silk top. That's kind of billowy, and just like dark leather pants with some boots. Sleeves are rolled up, and you can see on his right forearm is a tattoo of like swinging like clock pendulums.
Ooh.
And in his belt, he has what looks like a very long stick of amethyst that has been carved intricately. It has some runes written on the side, which is his arcane focus.
Love it. Absolutely amazing. And I mean,
also, sorry.
No,
apologies.
Please continue.
If you were to look closely, his right eye is kind of copper colored, and if you look very, very closely, in his iris is like time of like a clock face is like around his eye. So you could see 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around his.
Very cool. And it kind of glints in the light. I mean, so used to having him around, but hey, welcome special guest Michael, everybody. Very excited to have Michael back with us. And yes, you see Lady Winter, you are much more her speed. You step out of the wagon and she bows to you. As you step forward and make your way out, Angie, would you like to describe the next character that they see making their way out of the carriage?
Yes. So stepping out after Granger is a very slender, very I don't know if elegant is the right word so much as graceful. They know how to move. They know how to be very charming, graceful purple tiefling. They are beautiful. They are handsome. Are they a man? Are they a woman? No one really knows, not even them. By the name of Rill.
Real.
And Rill is purple tiefling with a gold, very slim nose ring and a gold, very slim lip ring. Very cool, kind of billowing black robe, trench coat, pantsuit kind of situation going
Yes.
on. Just all black, very slimming. Black curly kind of cascading hair with two like onyx horns coming out of the top of their head, and just very kind of purple and then gradient into kind of more pearl purple color, kind of cascading down their arms and down their neck and all of that.
Love it, and it spikes quite the visit, or it strikes quite the visage as you are like such a contrast to the white painted carriage behind you as you step out, and you see yet again Lady Margaret Winter kind of like. Maybe not as much as Scooter, but like a slight uptick in the eyebrows.
I noticed
definitely,
that
yeah. And you notice what you are so used to noticing in your life, which is her eyes immediately kind of dart back and forth between the horns and the rest of your face.
I look at her and I go,
you know what? Roll a persuasion check for me, and I'm gonna say an advantage.
persuasion at advantage?
Yeah, I mean, very charming individual.
It was a nat 20 plus. And it was with my Percy dice.
Oh, amazing. What a first roll to make.
Yes.
You see her kind of like and like so far has been a very stoic individual and yet cannot help but like kind of chuckle, immediate rosy cheeks as she kind of like turns to look away, and the slight groan of the carriage kind of bending one more time draws her attention back up as the fourth and final member of the Ghoul Slayer steps out. Evan, would you like to describe your character, please?
Yeah, the man that saunters out very nonchalantly, just like drops to the ground. A much older man, gray, short hair, kind of more neutral faced than everybody else. Just kind of looks around in his plate armor, got a shield kind of like on his back, does a little stretch. As Milbury, the professor of religion and historical studies at the nearby university and part-time Ghoul Slayer, steps out and just kind of like cricks, looks around, pats Scoot on the back, just all right.
And you see that Lady Winter turns to the formed members of the Ghoul Slayers, and Reginald, your trusty secretary and advisor, who has been with you since the beginning of the Ghoul Slayers, shuts the carriage door, kind of saunters forth in front of all of you, takes off his top hat and bows deeply, and he says, "May I present the Ghoul Slayers?" And he bows, and you hear kind of, okay.
All right. I go and help it. I help him. All right, buddy. All right.
You hit a certain spot in his back that kind of pops him back up, and he says, and he kind of walks back over to the carriage, and you see, he just immediately starts breathing heavy, exhausted from the events, and then Lady Winter kind of steps forward and she says, "Well, hello, wonderful to meet all of you. I've heard stories and tales, of course, but to see you all in the flesh, in person, to see you all here is, in front of me, quite the experience."
If there are ghouls inside, they will be destroyed.
Well, that is fantastic
Not
to hear.
a lie.
Well, I know that I told you little in the letter. How we have wanted to keep this business private. But I didn't know if maybe you had any questions or if there was anything you wanted me to do for you, or if there was anything I could. I know I wanted to meet you here and thank you for accepting this opportunity. But
What kind of ghouls and ghosties and stuff we got going on here? What type of are we having? Like creaky floorboards? Are we having swinging chandeliers, candles being blown out, doors slammed? Like what kind of hauntings? What kind of stuff are we dealing with here?
Oh yes, of course. Well, if only it were creaky floorboards and swinging chandeliers. Well, I suppose it's just kind of better to give you the full spiel. This manor has belonged in the Winter family for centuries. However, for almost an entire century, the manor has been abandoned. Almost 100 years ago, the lady Plinda Winter, and her son Alrund, they lost their youngest child. And it was a horrible sickness, and it took him quite dramatically. And the Lady Plinda, she gained an unnatural obsession with death after this. And that led to an interest in the occult. And you see her kind of like flash eyes towards you, Rill, and kind of continue. This led to, as the story goes, she became involved in dark dealings with dark presences and summoned horrible things. And her husband, Alrund, and their eldest son, Alrund II, and Grace, the middle daughter, and the other son, what was his name? Kaiman. They tried to warn her, tried to get her to stop, to turn away from the dark. And, then it got worse until one night, horrific things occurred. See, apparently, the summoning of this demon made the manor a hub that attracted other spirits. And so spirits that had not even been summoned but just existed in the world found their way into the manor and caused all sorts of havoc, as they say. One night it culminated, and Lady Plinda, the Lord Alrund, and their youngest at the time, Kaiman, were all slain, including the rest of their staff. Only Alrund II and Grace were able to escape from the manor, and that is the only way the Winter family ever continued. We made a home elsewhere, and have lived there for over a century, but no one in my family has tried to regain our ancestral home. And I would like to do that. It's such a beautiful place in the right light. With some care. It could be a home once again. She kind of looks over her shoulder and back at the place. She looks back. I've not been in. No one has in decades, at least. But it feels. The closer I get to it, it's just a presence, a feeling that I get. I don't know. It could all be hogwash.
Oh, but seems like a little shop of horrors in there.
Oh, wait. This is the home you're wanting to save?
Yes, this is the one.
Oh, I'm sure it's lovely on the
It's
inside.
lovely. It's
Yes,
lovely.
as I said. So,
I have no opinion about the home.
she really does not know what to do with you, and she just kind of looks at you and nods, and then she says, "Yes, I mean, the place looks, well, let's face it, atrocious right now, but
Yes.
oh, okay. But maybe we could fix it up. I don't know. Listen, there's a part of me that thinks that this is all folly. However, in case it's not, a price of 50,000 gold is one that is worth it to reclaim my ancestral home. And, well, if I pay 50,000 gold to find out it was just a hoax and everything's fine, then you know what, I find that worth the price as well. So you will receive your money, no matter the answers. I just ask you to be thorough, and I ask you to be honest.
I step forward and take her hand, and I bend down very like lavishly to like kiss it. And I look back in her eyes and I say, I think that I speak for everyone
No.
behind me when I say that there is no other people or entities that could take care of this better for you than we could.
Really stuck the landing there. It was a rocky start, but I think you got there at the end.
Shut up.
Ghoul Slayers, let's earn our stripes. Here we go. I start to walk towards it.
I pull out my hand mortar and I turn to her and I say, we will kill these ghouls no matter if we have to destroy the house in its wake.
If you
We'll
yeah, I surely hope not, but I guess if that's what it takes.
I cock my hand mortar.
Oh,
I'll make sure it doesn't come to that.
No, it really is a darling, quaint pile.
Yeah, we'll try not to
Very
rock the
much
castle.
worth saving. People should be proud to live here.
are you actually trying to deceive her?
I really don't care. She doesn't.
Okay, cool. I would have just loved to see the results of a deception check there. But no, yeah, I think you're not really hiding it too well. But she kind of looks at you and she says, well, I'd be offended if you weren't completely correct. So I'm just hoping to change that. And she looks over and she says, well, I'll be waiting here with your man. And good luck.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you so much.
The probability of success is 100%.
Wonderful.
I like to hear. And I'll
All right.
follow.
Then you step forward.
That percentage is subject to change.
Scoot, I think that was
Disclaimer.
Lost in translation there.
As we move, we'll turn to real. Did you hear? We've been in the house for centuries. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm so proud of it.
Let's keep it
All
going.
right. Let's move you to the main floor of the manor.
We like each other.
You should see just the bottom of the map, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and put your tokens on out there.
I will say everybody. Oh, it's because I'm super zoomed in. I'm like, why is everybody's little picture in the way? I mean, that is also true.
And then Matt, if you don't mind, I am going to show. I mean, you don't really have to do anything, but I am going to show everyone's portraits that we've made here. Just
Yep, I've
Just
got
because
roll 20 up. You can see it.
okay, these are great. So we have Scooter,
Yay.
which
The
is fantastic.
hat.
We love
Tiny
Scooter.
head.
These images were created by AI, and so
AI.
we could show them, and it's great.
We're addicted.
Shout out Mid Journey. So there's Scooter. We have Granger Whitmore here,
Damn.
played by Michael.
Damn.
Hot.
Super hot, obviously.
It is
and
true.
then we have Rill here for everybody
Damn.
to see.
There.
There you go.
Also hot. We got some sexy party members here. And
Just
then,
wait.
honestly, the reason why I'm doing this, if I'm being completely honest, is because I need everyone to see this fantastic image of Milbury.
No.
I don't really like looking at it. I don't know why.
It's too real.
Oh,
It's
it's
too real.
fantastic.
Mill and real.
I love it.
I just realized.
Yeah, Mill and Rill.
Mill and
All right. So go ahead and put your token out there, Mill.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is what you see in front of you: a large abandoned manor with some windows cracked and shattered. Hard to see inside. Either the curtains are closed or the glass is so grimy at this point. The yard is completely overgrown and covered in vines. The only real other plant life that you would see, just two large leafless dead trees on either side of this yard, with a line of bushes that are also just a bundle of branches at this point that are sticking out of the ground, and a large fountain that seems to have eroded and shattered a long time ago. And that is what you see in front of you.
I go straight forward up to the front door, walking through this like destroyed fountain thing.
Okay.
Just, like, walk straight through it.
Just crunch the rocks, just completely, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That is what Scooter performs. So yeah, you walk right up to the door, and the door is unlocked.
I'd like to just get a view, just like see if I can perceive anything that's going on. I do have a passive perception of 18, if that does anything.
Okay.
Like, I want to look on the outside to see if anything is already looking at us, to see if we have like active like shapes, or if we're dealing with like poltergeist can't see situation.
For sure. I would say
I could also roll.
Yeah, roll a perception check. But I'll give this to you at advantage because your
Alright.
passive is so high, and also just because this is what you do.
You're fucking kidding me. I rolled the same number twice, which got me an 8.
An 8.
It was two 5s.
Yeah, what I will say is that you're looking around the outside, and with your passive perception being so high, an 18, out of the corner of your eye, at the second floor window on the east side of the house, you see a flash of movement, and you look up at it, but then with your perception check and of 8, you don't really catch anything. But your passive perception like caught the movement.
I see you, you sneaky little gopher. Let me see you.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I'll walk up with Scooter,
Yeah.
and just stand kind of next to him and say, "We want to bust this door down."
Thank you for the permission. Smash the door down.
I had a feeling you were.
You smash
Needing an
the
order.
unlocked door
Yeah.
down. You can Granger behind you. You can faintly hear from Lady Winter.
Yes, for handling it. Thank you.
Hey, home on the Grange. Let's check
Oh Jesus.
around the outside real quick. See if there's anything that we can see. I don't want to really
Around the outside.
do that alone. If that's all right, take a look around this caddy shack.
Really detest these unauthorized nicknames that you.
He's unauthorized.
Well, sort of my thing. I go around the left side of the house and just start looking at this side to see, like looking in through windows as I'm going, more like investigating, just to see, kind of get a heads up before we run into the most haunted house
For sure.
in 100 years.
Granger, do you go to the right or do you just go towards the
Yeah, I'll go to
Yeah? Okay, wonderful.
I'll cast my dancing lights, which look like if disco balls were made of amethyst.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like, and like
Love
light
that.
up as they kind of
I also have I forget that clerics also have spells and shit, and I did for once in my entire time playing a magic user in D&D. I have the cantrip light. So
Right.
I put light on my on the wand that I have.
Okay, cool.
I pull it out and beep, light it and do it like the classic looking in. Somebody's like,
I can't believe I'm doing this on stream. This is funny, but Evan, if you could just at some point let me know what your uncommon magic item was in Discord, so you don't have to say it out loud if you want.
Yep.
But so yeah, you're walking back there with the wand. You I mean, it's literally almost as if you just cast Lumos. There's a bit of light appears at the end of the wand as you continue forward. Granger, the same for you. You move over to the right, and you kind of open your palms, and these dancing lights, dancing disco amethyst lights step up. And as you all step forward, or as Scooter and Rill step inside, you see a long hallway there. The rugs beneath you are like torn and tattered from time, from most likely probably like rodents or an infestation of some kind. Everything is just, I mean, it looks as if it's been abandoned for almost a century. I mean, it's falling apart. There's mold, there's weak wood. You hear the skittering of some kind of small rodent creature kind of exit from the burst of sudden light. Let's do Evan first. So as you're stepping around to the back, do you go all the way to the back?
Yeah, like I'm.
Because to your left is just like it's just straight up wall.
Yeah, I'm looking. Like my attention is focused on the house, like looking in any windows that might be on the side. Yeah. As I'm going all the way around to the back of the house.
It's just straight up wall on your side. You step to the back, and you see that there is a big back door with a path leading to the back door, but also to what looks like probably was some kind of like stable area or shack, stable slash shack slash warehouse kind of building, but it is all collapsed and is like not even really a building anymore. You can just kind of tell from the foundation of what it used to be. But yeah, in the back you only just see this path that leads to that building and then to this large back door here. And then that's what you see. Granger on your side is all wall up until the back. And then you just kind of see Mill coming out on the other corner, and you see also what I described.
You see anything over there?
No.
Nothing?
No, but all my light's pretty.
Oh, they're very, very nice. They're fantastic, Mr. Fox.
All right, well, this is boring, and I'll go back.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting something else. I go up to the back door. I'm gonna approach and walk up to the back door to see if it's unlocked or anything.
Oh, I'm going back to the front.
Okay, cool.
The front door.
So Granger goes back up to the front door. Mill will get to you here in a second. The three of you kind of, by this time you've kind of like caught up. Scooter and Rill are like slowly making their way through the front hallway. I'm assuming you continue to step forward.
Yep, just start looking around, going up to this.
As we're moving through, seeing all of the nastiness that's accumulated, and like the ripped rug and like any dust that's accumulated, I think as we're going through, would just be like lightly casting prestidigitation to start cleaning it up for her. Just a little.
Oh my god, I love that. So you start walking through, and there's definitely areas of this house that need a little bit of cleaning, and you do it. It's things start picking themselves back up. The vase that is broken over there to the right, it doesn't mend itself, but all the pieces kind of fly up and swirl and land on the table, and the dust kind of disappears. And yeah, you just start cleaning the place up a little bit as you're walking forward. Scooter, as you walk forward, you see this big, large fallen chandelier right in the front of the building that is just shattered and kind of sitting there. At the top of the stairs, right in front of you, you see this large elk head that is still definitely looks like an elk head, but like parts of it have been like eaten at and gotten to over, like you said, time or infestations of sorts. To your right, you just see a continued hallway that is large and expansive and opens up to what you see is a door right here. I guess I can shift click and bring everybody's attention to that. A door right there. There's a door right here. A door right here. And then a large opening that continues to another hallway over here. And then obviously there's the stairs that go to the left and right here. So that is currently what you see as you walk inside. And as you walk inside, this place has a heavy air about it. It feels dank and heavy with corruption and evil. It feels harder to lift your chest in this house. And just feels like there is a presence here that is ancient and old and rooted. It has taken root in this manor. And you step forward into this open hallway, and that's what all of you see. And then we cut over to Mill over here. And Mill, you open this door that is yet again unlocked. And you open it into a kitchen area. You see immediately to your right these sacks of just like rotted grain that have been torn into and torn open. To your left and along these walls, you see cabinets, some of them pried open, the doors hanging. You see some kitchen utensils on this on these tables here, rotted food, two large fireplaces that were made for cooking, and with your passive perception, it's weirdly warm in here.
I go over to the ovens. You said ovens, right?
Yes.
I'm not crazy thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go over to the ovens to see if the warmth is coming from there.
It's weird. You walk over to these ovens and you see nothing but ancient ash sitting on this ground. And yet there is a warmth coming from this fireplace, this oven. And you don't see any light, but you feel a heat. And it's not as intense as if there was a fire there, but it's definitely more intense than even a recent fire. It feels as if there is a current source of heat.
Feels like a city of ember in here.
Oof.
Do you just have his IMDb page up?
No. Yeah, I take my mace, just a plain old mace, and like stick the end of the mace into the oven to see if anything happens. Very, very academically, just like standing there like,
As you do that, you hear this crackling of the flame. getting louder and louder until it's almost like a roaring boil, and you put your mace, and dust and ash kind of poof and pillow as a dark black hand reaches out and grabs your mace, and you hear this as out of the other oven another looks like arm that is made of coal with these veins of warm fire in between where the plates of coal meet in an unorganized anarchist way. And you see them pulling themselves out. You see they don't look exactly like this. But, oh wait, no, I need to, hold on just a second. Okay. Nope. Hold on just a second. Perf, you see this. As these creatures that are like somewhat humanoid, they have shape to them, made of coal and fire, start making their way out of this oven. I need you to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Just poor Mill.
Oh no, that's a 7. This die has failed me twice.
Throw it away. Nice.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
These creatures start making their way to you. The first one is going to take the hand that it has around your mace. Oh, hold on just a second, sir. So sorry. He's going to take the hand that he has around your mace, and he's going to reach out and attempt to like grab your other arm with his other hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a 17 to hit.
Ooh, misses.
He takes his hand and he grabs your armor, and you feel the armor start to get a little warm as he thinks he's doing damage to you, but you just sit there as as your armor takes it. The other one is then going to kind of start crawling its way, and it just moves in this like rapid motion as if it's this like torso dragging along the rest of its body as it runs up to you. It is going to attempt to grab you and rolls a 16, so that misses as well. So he like grabs your leg armor, and you feel it start to kind of like get a little bit hot, but then it subsides, or kind of just like peaks at a reasonable level. And that is the end of their turn. It's your turn.
Not today, Tootsie. And I cast just to see what happens. I'm gonna... No, actually, to see what happens, I'm just gonna... No, because that would require touching. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cast in... Nope, I'm just gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him just to see what happens.
All right.
So I'll swing my little mace. I shouldn't do this. I have a very poor strength. There's no way this hits. 7.
7 is a miss, unfortunately. You hit the creature, and it just kind of bonks off the coal, and it does nothing.
Let me just double check if I can disengage. I can.
You, well...
Oh, no, I already took my action.
Yeah,
that's right. So I'm just gonna stand there. Can I do anything else? I don't think so. Did that. Yeah, that is it, because I'm gonna save. Oh wait, oh, that's for the feature. Okay, so yeah, I am going to just stand there and yell, "Other monsters!"
All right, because you yell something, I need everybody to make perception checks for me.
Perception. I'm gonna use this big dice that's blurred out because it's inappropriate.
It's just a big old nipple.
An 11 for me.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay.
17.
17
Oh,
with a
God.
17 Scooter. To your left, you hear Milbury in what sounds like panic scream oven monsters.
I'm like walking right down the hallway, but then my head turns 180 degrees backwards. There is danger. Must be ghouls from the oven. I run. I don't know where I'm going. I run.
Okay, so I'll say here, if you want to put yourself here, and then that's where you can start your turn.
Okay.
Because you said you were walking right down the hallway.
Yep.
And then the two of you, I'll allow yourself like 20 feet of movement from where you are right now to put yourself at the start of your turn. And I need you, all three of you, to roll initiative now that you are aware of what's going on here.
11.
Nice.
11.
16.
16, 19. Okay. And what was yours again, Evan?
7.
That's what.
No, 9. Wait, what? What did I roll?
It was
Yeah, it was
a
a
single
7.
digit number. It was a single digit number, which is what I needed to remember. Okay, so at the top of the turn order, because we've readjusted the turn order now, it will be Rill's turn. So Rill, you see Scooter start to turn and say that Mill's in trouble and starts heading in the opposite direction, so towards the left where you are right now.
Okay, I will step aside to let Scooter scoot on through.
Okay.
And follow. I guess I'm going first, technically. So.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Scooter is where Scooter
I will say,
is right
and what
now.
else? Yeah, and what I'll say, yes, they are. And what I'll say to help you out is like, you all three of you heard the scream oven monsters, but the two of you heard so little of it that you thought that maybe it was just kind of like a creak or like a normal moan or groan of like a
Okay.
house settling or something. So that when Scooter points it out, you're like, oh, that must be what that was. So you also
Okay.
know the direction
Okay, cool.
where it is. Let's just say that.
Then yeah, I won't move aside for Scoots, Magoots, and I will look towards the door and I'll say, ooh, a little danger. And I'll make my way to the entrance point of where I perceive the sound to be coming from.
Okay, the door is unlocked, and you reveal this long hallway here that has a wall to your left, a door here, and a door here.
I used my 30 feet
Okay,
to get to there. You said there was a doorway though,
right here and right here.
but
You should
is
see
there?
them there.
Is this a door?
Oh yeah, that's the one that you just opened.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will I will just ready my two whatever the equivalent of Damascus steel in this world daggers under that I like flip my like cloak up, grab the
Yeah.
daggers, and prepare myself for combat.
Okay, great. Do you want to? You don't have to, but do you want to dash to get up to either of these doors, or you want to just stay right there? Because you still have your.
Yeah,
you
that's
still
a
have your
great
action.
point, Zach. No, I absolutely. I'm gonna do the dagger thing at the door to make sure
Yeah.
everybody can see it, and
Of
then
course.
I'll lightly kick the door and use my action to dash another 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 25 feet, I guess, to the door and kick that one down too, unless that's also an action.
No, yeah, I'll allow you to.
The momentum of my
down that
last
door.
5 feet to
Yes.
just
So
with
you
the
can
daggers
get
at my sides.
you can get one square into the room and then still have your bonus action if you would like. You walk in and you see Milbury kind of stepping back as these like halfling-sized magma coal creatures are
Yeah.
like crawling their way towards him.
Well, my only bonus action is Expeditious Retreat, so I will stay put and I'll look at the coal monsters and I'll yell back, "It is exciting in here!"
Okay, fantastic. All right. So Granger, you are up. And then, Granger, you're up.
Oh, all right. I'm just going to follow her then. Just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll just turn around to Scooter. I believe this is where... this is... You'll find it. You'll find it.
I love that Scooter was the one that heard it, and Scooter's like... But it takes a while, like, because your head turned around, but then your body, like, slowly...
I'm, like, kind of running in a slight oval as I turn around my body.
Yeah. That's so fun. And then just use my dash to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's
perfect.
That's
so yeah, you kind of, I like to imagine, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that Granger, Rill is kind of there in the doorway looking at everything, and Granger kind of like very casually, like walks up, puts an arm on the door frame, like looks over Rill and is like, oh.
Look at this, these little coal people.
And it is now the little coal people's turn. As you see, they start just attacking Mill again. So Mill, one makes a 9 to hit, and the other makes a 19 to hit.
The 19 hits. Nothing lasts forever.
The 19 hits. He is going to deal 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you, and I need you to make piercing damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, you know, the thing I'm best at. Oh, God, these dice are fucking me. That was a 5.
Okay, a 5 misses, unfortunately, as you take 7 points of fire damage as he grabs onto your arm and kind of pulls back, and there's this little bit of coal that's like sticking to your arm, and it starts to glow slightly, and it explodes in your arm, doing an additional 7 points of fire damage. But the other one like kind of swipes at your ankles, and you're able to kick him away, and he misses you. But that is the end of their turn, and it is now Scooter's turn.
I'm going to dash right behind Granger. I'm running full speed down this.
The Terminator 2.
Yeah. Just like you're like leaning against the door frame, and I'm just I can't get through you, but I'm intent of barreling through you.
Amazing.
That's my turn.
All right, and that's the end of Scooter's turn, and Mill.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
I was like looking at my stuff going like, yeah, I'm going to disengage to get some distance between myself and these guys. I'm going to hop over.
So you use your action to disengage.
Yep, and then go 5, 10, 15, 25. I can get to 30. I'm going to go right there just to get away from them.
Just kind of like land on the table and like turtle roll to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Make your way over. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then just like, and then point at them, like going like this from my arms. Other monsters!
All right, fantastic. That's the end of Mill's turn. Top of the turn order, Rill.
Spicy. I am gonna just launch myself towards this coal creature, and I'm going to take a swipe with my dagger at that one.
Alrighty.
Right in front of me here, and oh balls, 11.
11 misses, unfortunately. You stick your dagger down towards the creature, and it just kind of clangs off a harder bit of coal.
I do have the lucky feat, so I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay, yeah, you use one of your lucky points.
And I would like to think it was like a start to stab. No.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So that is a dirty 20. 16.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
And then that's just going to take a little off the top there. Just a nice, crisp 3 points of piercing damage.
3 points of piercing damage. And is this a magical weapon?
No, they're just daggers that are pretty.
All right.
I found them in a pawn shop somewhere.
Yeah, you stick your dagger into the creature, and it doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping that it would do, but it does do a little bit of damage as you then pull it out. A little bit of, like, magma, like, spurts out and falls on the creature and sizzles.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh. Ranger, you're up.
Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action to spend a sorcery point, and I'm going to do a twinned mind sliver at both of these guys.
Fantastic.
So they both need to make an intelligence. I think it's saving throw.
Ooh,
1 second. Yeah, intelligence saving throw of 16.
They got a 4 and a 12.
Both of them fail, so they're both going to take 2d6.
Okay.
I'm going to say the one that's directly west of Real.
Okay.
Going to take 8 points of psychic damage.
Alrighty.
And then the one south of Real is going to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so the one who takes 8 points of psychic damage, you see both of these creatures kind of like, as you basically just step forward and like, I like you have your arcane focus out, but then it's just like a slight squinting of your eyes as you like cast this mind sliver.
And I will say also, as I use my make it twinned, you can faintly hear like a ticking of a clock as I.
Ooh, I love that. Actually, yeah. You cast the spell, and then there is like an audible ticking of the clock as time almost goes back for a second, and that you recast the spell and then aim it again at the second person. You both see them. You see them both kind of like rear back as this happens. And they both start shaking internally. And the one directly south of Nil just falls into a pile of ash and is dead.
I love that.
And then the one in front of you, Nil, Rill, is currently like shaking and vibrating and looks very, very bad, but is still technically standing.
I will say they also now they have to subtract a d4 on their next saving throw that they make.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, so that is the end. Granger, do you want to step inside?
I'm going to actually just step to the side.
Okay,
Scooter, do you want to...
Move aside, I must destroy these creatures.
Yeah, yes, fine. I'll just step to the side.
All right, wonderful. That is the end of Granger's turn. It is now the creature's turn. As even like the creature's clearly in pain, even though you don't really know how you know that it's in pain. But it is going to reach out and try to attack you, Rill, and gets a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
That does hit. Okay, so it does 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
14.
14 succeeds. So it slams down on you with this hand, and it leaves this little bit of coal there, and you see it start to shimmer and glow, but you saw what it did to Mill just a second ago, and you take it off, and you shove it back into the creature and kind of stand back, and the creature fully just explodes and shatters and falls to ash on the ground. And all of a sudden, the wind is taken out of the room, and you feel the adrenaline of the moment immediately pass you by as a dark presence kind of refills the room, and out of the two ovens you hear the sound of what would be like just like the slightest of exhales. And then the warmth of this room actually kind of decreases. And the negativity in this room kind of seems to disperse. and you don't really notice any presences. Presences? Any?
Presence high.
Yeah, in this room.
Did we kill it? I didn't get to shoot.
Oh, did we do it? That's lovely.
I think our first one's down.
Those were some wild things, I'll tell you that.
You know, I'll say this. I don't know.
Gosh.
I don't know if you know this. I've never really brought this up before. My family invented time, and we made that in record time because I know. Just trust me, it was very small.
I think what you're saying is bullshit, but I'd like to discover that over a drink.
No.
I start touching every object that I can and casting mending on any object in the room that's broken, just starting the, rejuvenation project to try and get some more, a little bit more gold out of this.
Yeah, lovely. You and Real both start casting some prestidigitation, some
Real and
knitting
Mill cleaning service.
and yeah, I mean, it's still a dank old place, but you're starting to make a dent in it.
Yeah, it's nice. There's nice pieces for like restoration in there. We don't want to completely get rid of them unless the next owners. There might be historical value.
Oh yes, you could upcycle something.
I do this and just you get it. Does anybody have any healing things that they can part with? Because I've got healing things that I can't part with because people might be happy that I have them later.
I will oil your joints.
Oh, yes, I can. You all are wonderful, and I'll cast Aid at 2nd level. So the 3 of you get 5 temporary hit points.
Whoa.
Oh, speaking of sex,
What?
let's oiling up joints.
Oh.
Is that not what Warforged calls?
Is it?
I am technically a virgin.
That's lovely. Very brave of you.
Technically.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. What is the technically?
I'd love to know more. Just kidding. Let's go.
I could explain further, but it's embarrassing.
This sounds like an after job bar talk.
Correct.
Yeah. Let's
check on that.
Let's take a look. What did you find anything out there down here? Well, here. Let me.
So just to remind you of what you see. You see, you see a door right where Mill is. You see this door back in the hallway that leads to the main hallway where you just were, and then you see this door that you don't know what is behind that door either.
I'd like to check the door that I'm at to see if it's like trapped or like has any hint of runes on it or anything. Again, very academically looking at the door.
Sure, make an investigation check.
I would like to academically look at the door.
Academically look.
That's much better. This day. Fuck. So much better. 21.
21. Yeah, I mean, this just seems like a normal door and also is unlocked.
All right. And I just push it open.
You see a dark, large dining room right in front of you, with chairs strewn all about it. The carpet, once again, ate up. At the south there, you see 3 large windows, 2 with the curtains pulled open, 1 with the curtain closed. A very large, old, abandoned dining room is what you see currently from where you are.
I go into the room and I'd like to look around to see if there's any object that looks like it could be cursed or some sort, something that could be old and creepy enough that like it just has the vibes of evil.
Yeah, make a perception check.
17.
17? Okay, we'll come back to that. What are the 3 of you doing?
I'm knocking on this door up here by where I am.
You knock. Nothing happens.
If there are ghouls in there, you will be destroyed. If there are non-ghouls in there, you have 5 seconds or you will be destroyed. 5,
You hear?
4, 3, 2, 1. I smash the door open.
Okay, you smash the door open,
God.
and in front of you, you see a storage room. There's like drawers and chests off to your left, a stack of crates to your right, and some barrels in the very back.
I step into the room, and I open up some of the crates and barrels, see what's inside.
Okay, make an investigation check for me. Granger, what are you doing?
See what kind of alcohol they were drinking here. What were they drinking?
Okay, make it.
What bottles?
He's looking in all the cabinets, like trying to find
I want to
gossip.
see. Listen, they said they were very fancy. So.
All right, yeah, make an
Any
investigation check for me.
salacious.
I
If
got
you
it.
find anything salacious, you have to tell me.
Absolutely.
From the other room.
Investigation 19.
19, and then what did you get, Scooter?
2.
2. Fantastic. And then Rill, what are you doing?
I think that I would see kind of I think I'm going to take a leaf out of Granger's book and start kind of going through these chests, kind of seeing if any of this silver is worth anything. Maybe give myself a little pre-deposit,
Yeah,
snatch
for sure.
anything that looks of value, just
All right.
quietly.
Yeah, for sure. You also make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh no. I'm 7.
7. All right, so
Yeah,
Rill got a
I'm
7.
just doing it for show.
Rill got a 7. Scooter got a 2. Granger got a 19, and
Yes.
Mill, you got a 17. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, I
Yes,
muted.
yeah. No, you're fine. So Scooter with the 2.
Tutor.
You don't find anything really of note in this room.
Ghouls have been cleared from this room.
Granger with a 19. You find 2 bottles of wine that are still corked. And you find them like at the top shelf of one cabinet, kind of behind the inlay of the cabinet, because this place is clearly like been gone through by looters and stuff.
Right.
So even you are surprised that you find these 2 bottles of wine. You bring them down. They both were bottled almost a century before the last Winter Manor people here. So this is like almost 2 century old wine. It is corked and sealed. And
Do you have a label that tells me what kind of wine it is?
The labels are so like overgrown and like, or not overgrown, but like grimy and old that they don't have any label on them. But one is a very dark red, to like color tint to it. And the other is, kind of a very like an amber.
Yeah. You know, did you know, and I'll turn to Real, did you know that if it's actually not from the Feywild, it's not really Silkosh wine? It's just like sparkling, whatever it is.
Boo!
What I'm saying is they
know
probably
that,
actually
I
isn't, I
did.
feel like they're probably like, it's not from the Feywild. I grew up in the Feywild. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And really, it's just fascinating what passes for, what was I saying?
In real, as Granger's kind of like ranting at you about wine, it's like it's too much of a distraction, and you just kind of like you start looking at some of the silverware. The ones that you find are like rusty and old, and the distraction of Granger just kind of draws your attention to them, and you're not really able to find much more.
I was gonna say it's very funny that he continues to go on and on about being from the Feywild when my patron is the Archfey.
Ooh,
Oh, I might know them.
yes.
I might know your patron, like not so.
You don't know my patron.
I could. We know a lot of people. They actually might not know us. Like we might not know them, but they might. Like if you ask them, like, "Oh, do you know the Whitmores?" That your patron might say no. But we would probably know. But we would probably know them.
Are there ghouls in the Feywild?
Oh yes.
I want
But
to go
like
there
they're
and
much
destroy them.
nicer. They're much nicer looking. Like they're deadly, but like you feel bad when you kill one.
They're like deadly,
Like-
but in a hot way.
Sort of, yeah. Basically, yes.
I don't understand.
Scooter, what did you find?
There are barrels, but no ghouls. I'm a failure.
Oh no, Scooter. Scooter, you're not a failure. And I like. Does that make you feel better?
Thank you.
Yes.
You hear some bolt like click into place. I am not a failure.
As this conversation is happening, Mill with a 17, I would say you don't notice really. You don't notice anything like any item that sticks out to you or any particular area that is like of note. But then you start kind of like, you're like looking at this room and you're like, something is weird. Like something is off about this room. And you're kind of going back and forth. And then you look at the table. And underneath the table is pure blackness. Like you don't see the floor on the other side. You, even with your like holding up your wand towards it, it is just like, it's like it eats light. There seems to just be a permanent darkness underneath this table.
Hey, Charlie's Angels, get in here.
I sprint as fast as I can.
Scooter, if you don't mind, Matt, yeah. Scooter runs down this hallway and just through this wall.
Oh my god! Yes.
Just through this wall, completely opening up a third entry into this room.
Go!
Just
Kool-Aid Man. He's the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
I burst through the wall. Spicy.
Spicy indeed.
Spicy.
All right. Hey, Scooter, can you do me a favor, bud?
Of course.
Can you shoot into that blackness right under there?
I shoot.
Roll an attack.
Well, you shoot. I shoot.
No problem. Oh, wait, hold on. I rolled a. Okay, no, my gun. Okay, I rolled an 11. I thought my gun blew up, but it didn't.
I thought it was an 11 plus 9.
An 11 hits, roll damage.
Ooh.
9 piercing.
You see, let me, hold on just a second.
Oh,
I keep forgetting to bring these guys up.
Oh, these guys?
There's guys?
There's always guys. There's always guys.
5 guys?
Like
at the root of every haunting.
I love 5 guys.
Only 5 of them. There can't be 4, can't be 6.
Unless the sign goes out on either side. And
No, by law, there can only
guys.
be 5 guys in that building.
You aim towards the darkness, and as you do, you hear this, like, groaning as you do, and this hand appears out from under the table, and then another hand appears out from the table, and this head comes from the darkness. There's flesh that is melted away on the right side, revealing the teeth and the jaw beneath strings of flesh. Wispy hair that is falling out, a green dark tint to the skin, an eye completely covered in white as this zombie reaches out and growls towards you. You release your gun, and the bullet goes right between the zombie's skull as the zombie then falls to the ground. But then chairs start pushing out as a bunch of zombies start crawling out of the darkness under this table. I need you all to roll initiative.
No, wait! I quickly push all the chairs back in. No!
Wait, I used manners.
18 for your boy Scooter.
Okay.
It's a big old 5 for me.
17.
I got a 10.
All right, hold on just a
Yes,
second.
this music. Oh god, zombos.
Milbury is just doing this the whole time. Or no, he'll do the anime fighting stance where he's just.
Mortal Kombat, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of like Kingdom Hearts where he's just like, and he like twirls his Keyblade for a bit.
Yeah, just.
All
Said
right.
he twirls his Beyblade.
I'm gonna say Granger. I'll move you up here with the rest of the party there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And then, sorry, I need those initiatives one more time. So, what'd you get, Scooter?
18.
18 nil or real? Sorry.
I got a 17.
17. Granger.
5.
5 and Mill.
10.
10. Okay. Top of the turn order. We got Rill. No, sorry. We got Scooter.
I pull out my hand mortar.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to fire it right here. And it is an explosive, so everything within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw or suffer 1d8 fire damage.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
I'm hoping to get these 4.
Yeah, you can definitely get all 4 of them.
This would be a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, we've got a 2, a 15 turned into a 13, a 14 turned into a 12, and a 10 turned into an 8. All right. They all fail.
They all fail, and they all take 6 points of fire damage.
Immediately, all 4 of those zombies are immediately caught on fire as they just groan and are maybe more of a danger now, but they all look incredibly hurt and are like starting to, well, not incredibly hurt, but they are like clawing at their flesh and then bringing their attention back to all of you.
I
go
have
ahead.
one more attack.
Okay.
Can I switch to my pistol and fire with my pistol as my second attack?
Of course.
I'm gonna just fire at one of them that didn't die, that I attacked.
And you said it was how many points? Sorry.
6. 6.
6. Okay.
13 to hit my pistol attack.
13 hits.
13 piercing.
Okay, it is still. Which one is this? Just so I know.
Probably this one, closest one.
Okay, yeah. It is still standing, but it looks very hurt as you you explode, and the fire damage catches them all on fire. Does it say it catches them on fire?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that it does. So at the top of each of their turns, they're going to take a d4 of fire damage. But you shoot the head of that other one, and literally his, like, eyeball explodes out the back of his, or out the front of his skull. And he looks like he's just hanging on by a thread, but he's still standing.
There is a 99% probability that these zombies are evil.
Fantastic. That's the end of Scooter's turn. Rail, you're up.
I should have done this at the beginning, but I'm going to now. I will, in preparation for all future fights to come, I will put my hand on my chest and my stomach, and I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So the outer cloak of my outfit turns into like this deep, like onyx rock, very similar to my horns.
Amazing.
And now I will have a higher AC, which is really cool for me. And that is my action, and I will just use my motion to zoom in here to help cover Scooter.
All right.
And I'll get right here, close to the Sambo.
All right. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Mill, you're up.
Yeah, I look over at Scooter and I go, first rule of Zombieland, double tap. And I cast Sacred Flame on, I'll do it, I won't do it on the one he's, the eyes hanging out. Wait. The zombies attack next, don't they?
You don't know.
They probably do. I'm gonna guess. Yes. It's this one that's like super dead, right?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on that one.
Okay.
Just to fuck it up. It needs to make a Dex saving throw.
That is a 2.
Yeah, fails hardcore, and that's 2d8 radiant damage.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
That's gonna be a 4.
A 4 is as the creature is there on fire, head half exploded from a shot. Mill puts a hand on his holy symbol, and there's just kind of a brief shining light that appears down on this zombie and just burns away, and the entire thing just kind of evaporates into dust, and that zombie is dead.
Nice. I move backwards into the door just because I don't remember how fast zombies can move.
Okay.
So just in case there's a possibility, I'm just gonna shift backwards after doing that hardcore thing, and that's the end.
All right, it is now the zombie's turn. This one is let's see here. What is their speed? Okay. This one's gonna go right here.
Yeah.
This one's gonna go right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. This one's gonna dash you, so it won't be able to get you, Scooter. This one's gonna crawl over the table and get to Rill there, and they're all gonna take attacks. So the two attacking Mill. The first one is going to get a 13 to hit and then an 8 to hit. So both miss. So both of these zombies walk over to you and just like you just raise up your bracers, completely blocking both the hits, but they're kind of pushing you back into this corner.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
All right, and that's going to be the end of their turn. Then the one attacking Rill is going to be a 10 to hit and then a 22 to hit. So I'm assuming the 22 is the one that hits. Yeah.
Still with that crispy mage armor.
Yeah. And it deals 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it just kind of like slams its hand into your head. A little bit of blood, purple, deep blood kind of starts to trickle out of your nose. And those are the two on you, and then the one that can attack you, Scooter, gets a 7, so he misses. As he like kind of clings off of your armor, probably would have hurt a human, but doesn't realize that it is a warforged that it's fighting, and that's the end of their turn. Granger, you are up.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
Go 5, 10, 15, 20. Then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to do a quicken spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to do a little chill touch.
Nice.
On this fella, and I just want to do like a backhand slap.
Okay.
With, my chill touch.
Fantastic. What is that? Is that an attack?
It's
or
ranged. Yeah, it's
okay,
ranged.
gotcha. So roll an attack.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. Roll damage. Roll double the die.
Yep. And that's 2d8. 5, 6, 7, 8, doubled to 16.
16.
Points
Ooh, that is just enough. You walk over to the creature, or you don't walk over to the creature. You back up from the creature, and you send out the chill touch, and this spectral white gloved hand flies through the air and just slaps the zombie right in the face, and the zombie just starts to decay faster and faster and faster until it is a pile of bones and then falls to the ground dead. Amazing. Is that the end of your turn, Granger?
Yes.
Well done. Top of the turn order, we've got Scooter.
You have 0 seconds to explain yourself, and then I shoot.
Fantastic. Which one are you shooting?
The one right in front of me.
Alrighty.
This is a ranged attack, so I do have disadvantage on this, I believe.
You know what? Usually I would say yes, but I'm just gonna say for the fun narrative of it, you just put your pistol right up to its head and pull. You regular roll.
13 to hit.
13 hits. Roll for damage.
5 piercing.
All right. Nice. it moves last second, and you kind of cut a chunk out of its head, but its brain is still there intact as it's going forward.
Okay, one more pistol shot. 22 to hit.
Hits.
14 piercing now.
14?
Yeah.
Nice. It's looking real rough. Its jaw is now removed from that last shot. It looks like it's close to down, but it is still standing.
All right, I just stand there.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Scooter. Then we've got Rill.
Okay. So these two nasties are on me. And I am
The one directly next to you is on fire, and the one in front of you is regular.
Okay, I'm going to...
Oh, wait, I didn't do the on fire damage for these guys. Hold on.
Oh. Yeah, take them out.
They all
Okay, so
die.
they each take 2 more points of fire damage.
Love that.
Wait, go ahead, sorry.
I am going to... Since they're in melee range, I'm just gonna whip those daggers out again. And I'm gonna use one to attack this bad boy, slice
Alrighty.
him a little bit, and I'm gonna use on these one shots. I feel like digital dice always don't do me as dirty as a 12.
12 hits.
12 hits. So for that first little slicey slice is a 5 points of damage.
All right.
And then I did realize I do have 2 weapon fighting for my bonus action. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a slice at the
Go right
other
ahead.
Zombo. And that is a 23.
23 definitely hits.
And then 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. All right, so you take your daggers out, slice large chunks out of these creatures. They do definitely take the damage, become a little bit less corporeal, but they barely seem to even notice it as they're continuing to just groan and move forward towards you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Mel, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do the same old, same old. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame on this fucker right in front of me.
All right, and that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yep.
That is a 3.
Yeah, that fails. That's 2d8 radiant damage. Get fucked, buddy.
Nice.
That is 5.
All right, so definitely the same thing. Bright light kind of shines down on him. Definitely hurts him, but he's still standing. He's just kind of sizzling now from this divine energy that just blasted through him.
Yeah, I just look at him and with a little smirk, just go, and then get ready to do it again.
All right, he is then going to swing at you, and gets a 18 to hit.
Just hits.
He only deals 2 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Hell yeah, temporary
as he
hit
just
points.
bonks you on the head. And then the 2 that are fighting Rill are just gonna keep fighting her. One gets a 19 to hit, and one gets a 15 to hit.
One hits and the
So
other
one-
hits.
Oh, they both hit.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage total as both of these zombies just kind of slam into you. And that's going to be their turn. And then the 2 on Scooter.
Do they have fire stuff?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna damage you with that. It was a thing that was made up anyway. 2 are gonna attack Scooter. 1 misses with an 8. The other gets a natural 20. Dealing a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage as one of these zombies just kind of slams into your chest, causing a slight dent to cave in. And that is going to be the end of their turn as we go right back to the top of the turn order. And no, we don't. We go right back to the end of the turn order for Granger Whitmore.
Hello. I'll see what's in the room again. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna peek my head around here.
Alrighty.
This is Interesting.
Yeah, you look in the room. You see that Mill is kind of dealing with the guy that he's got. I would say, looking around the room, Rill looks to be having the most trouble with with the zombies around them.
Rill, would you like some assistance?
Yes, I would love some, especially from you.
I don't enjoy that. I'll go ahead.
The one directly to the left of her looks a little bit worse for wear than the one directly in front.
Yeah, I'm going to target that one with a good old Chaos Bolt at first level.
Okay. The one that's more worse for wear?
Yeah.
Perfect. Roll for attack.
Ugh,
I would say that you are flanking this creature, so you'd have advantage on it.
Lovely, because I would not have hit. Wow, that's the same number.
What's the total?
11.
11 hits.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, these zombies have an AC of 8.
Yeah, I rolled 2 3s. I
Real
was like,
slow.
Well, so that's going to be, I think it's 2d8 and 1d6 for the first level. Yep, plus 1d6.
Nice. Roll for damage.
6, 7, 8, 9 points of cold damage, let's say.
Okay. Okay, so that is enough to kill it. It's going to roll its Constitution saving throw to see if it can stay alive. It fails it. So you hold out your amethyst, your arcane focus, as this like ethereal face of a clock appears right in front of it. The second hand and minute hand start to move faster and faster, and then all directions as chaos is shown. And then it kind of forms into this energy that shoots forward and penetrates the creature's chest as the creature then starts to sizzle and fall down to the ground dead.
Scooter, I love that new entryway you made. That's lovely.
Thank you. I like entries.
I like entries.
Oh no.
All right, top of the turn order. Scooter, you're up.
All right, let's see. I say to the zombie, "Who do you work for?" as I place my gun against his temple and fire.
Okay.
13 to hit.
Hits.
11 piercing.
The one directly in front of you, your head, it's hit, you finish it off, and its head is blown. It is dead.
And then I switch to my other pistol.
Yeah, you don't even, like, you're still looking ahead, and you don't even look to your left, and you just...
Hell yeah. 28 to hit.
Wow, that hits.
9 piercing.
9 points of piercing damage, completely destroy its clavicle and left shoulder as it flies off, but it is still standing there, mad.
Fair enough.
The zombie is
The
mad.
zombie is upset.
The zombie is upset, yeah, that's
We
what
are
it is.
both upset at each other.
Alright, that's the end of Scooter's turn. Rail, you are up.
I, after the help from Granger, am going to direct my daggers to the zombie in front of me.
Alright.
And that is a natural 1.
Oof, that misses.
So I'm going to take another hit with my bonus action, and that is a natural 2.
Ooh, but what's the addition?
6 and 5.
Oh, okay. Well, no, 6. The 2 plus 6 hits.
No, it's
Oh,
6
no.
total. Sorry, 6
Yeah, no,
total
you're
and
fine.
5 total.
Yeah, so you're just a
Either
little
one of those.
shaken up by being surrounded. You stab into this creature's abdomen twice, but you don't really hit anything vital, and it just doesn't seem to notice.
I guess this is as good of a time as any. Oh no, never mind. That's my turn.
That's your turn?
Yep.
All right, Mel, you're up.
You know, I'm just gonna do it again.
All right.
Cast that sacred flame right in front because I am
It's a
afraid
cantrip
of
for a
using-
reason.
I am afraid of using my spell slots right now.
It got a natural 20 on its dexterity saving.
Well, it's a bitch. Have you ever considered that?
Does it? I don't think on a cantrip it takes half damage, right? It just takes no damage.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Yeah, I think it just takes no damage.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
The target would succeed in a saving throw or take da.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it swings at you with a 6 and misses. Then the one who's in front of Rill, it's gonna swing at you with an 11, and I'm assuming miss. And
Yeah.
then the one swinging at Scooter gets a 12, which, once again, I'm assuming misses. So all three of them just kind of they're like very weak now. They're a minuscule issue almost at this point. That's the end of their turn. Granger, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the one that is nearest to Mill. Do stop and cast Mind Sliver at it.
Okay,
So,
fantastic.
Intelligence saving throw of 16.
It gets a -4 to this.
Nice.
That is a 13 on the die, so that's a 9.
Cool. So it's gonna take 2d6. 9 points of psychic damage.
9 points of psychic damage. With that, well, let me see. With that, the creature kind of looks at you as you say stop, and it tilts its head, and it just opens its mouth. Okay. And it just falls to the ground dead.
I don't like that lore.
And that's the end of no, sorry, that is the not I was saying that's the end of that creature's turn. Is there anything else you would like to do, Granger?
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Alright, so that's the end of Granger's turn. Top of the turn order. Scoot baboot. Scooter boy, scoot scooty.
Oh, that's me.
He's counting on his hands.
He was waiting for the 5C3.
Yeah.
Okay, going to shoot this zombie with my pistol.
Do it.
I keep rolling 13 to hit.
13 hits.
9 piercing.
It's looking rough, but it is still standing.
Right. Shoot it again. Put it out of its misery. 26 to hit. 14 piercing.
You blow the head right off, spine removed. That creature is now dead as well. That's both of your actions, though. Do you bonus action or move?
I'm gonna get up near this zombie next to Will.
If you wanna, you can scoot in right behind it if you want to give her advantage on her next attack.
Scooter's gonna scoot.
Scooter can scoot.
I will stand behind this zombie for you.
What you do is like Skyrim NPC, like keep walking, and the furniture just like moves out of your way as you just like move behind the creature.
My pathing is wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then Rill, it's your turn. You're up.
Well, I'm gonna try something a little different because this dagger isn't doing it for me, and I'm gonna switch it out for my mace that I also got at a pawn shop.
Okay. Roll attacks at advantage.
Thank God. Oh yeah, nice. 22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll damage.
And that is a 4.
4 points of damage, and then if you want to take your bonus action offhand dagger attack, you can. Because a mace is a single-handed weapon.
It is. I think that
because it is still standing. You bonk it on the head, rip out the flesh.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a little dagger. I'm so scared to use spells. I don't want to use them.
Fucking
I get it.
With a dagger.
I get it. Advantage.
Oh, that was 24 to hit with the dagger. It was natural 20 plus 4.
Oh yeah. Hits. Roll
and
the
another
dice.
natural 20 plus 4 for the advantage.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And
yeah,
I'm doing digital dice, so
I mean, definitely roll 2d4 or no 2d6. No 6 4 4.
4 for the first. You said I get to double it.
You get to double the dice.
Yeah. So 16 damage.
16 points of damage. With that, you take the dagger.
No, sorry. It did it for me. It did crit damage for me. It's 8.
Oh, 8 points of damage. That's still enough. You take the dagger and you stab down into the head of the creature, and it just falls limp. And silence overtakes the room yet again.
I hate it when they sneak up on us like that.
As the room kind of dissipates of the negative energy within, and you hear yet again another kind of and then Mill, you just glance and you see the normal underneath of a table, the floor on the other side, This room seems to have been purged of its demonic entities.
The dead don't die, do they? All right.
Do the zombies, aside from being zombies, have any like shrouds of clothing or anything that looked as though they had died and reanimated so that we could tell their like previous form?
Actually, now that you say that, and look at some of them that are still dead on the ground now, they are wearing, rags, not even clothes, like basic pieces of thread. They all seem to be almost as if there's the suggestion of humanoids and not actual humanoids that have once lived. And the way that you saw them clawing out of the darkness, these don't seem to have been physical manifestations of reanimated bodies. These seem to have been kind of almost created, as if they never were living creatures, but more so zombie-like creatures that were, like I said, created.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you said the darkness under the table had dissipated?
Yeah, you can clearly see on the other side of the table through the underneath.
Well, I think we're doing great work here, folks. Great.
Yeah, I think so.
Might be
as
our best
well.
ever.
We must find the other ghouls. I know they're here. And I walk through this wall into the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, you see the hallway that you normally see?
I am mending everything in the room, and especially the holes that
to mend the holes in the wall would take a very long time, but you can, because you can only mend small things at a time. So you can heal, or you can mend like some of the legs on some of the chairs and stuff like that. But the holes in the walls is not really a thing for a cantrip.
And I walk out of the door, and I go to check the front door just to see if we're locked in or not, because I realized we hadn't checked that.
You go to check the front door, it doesn't budge.
Typical. All right.
I actually like this new entry. Beforehand you would have to go through the kitchen to get through the dining room. It seems a good bit. I think this is a wonderful new floor plan.
Thank you. I like entries.
Scooter loves entries.
That's how I remembered him. That's how I remembered his name. It's to scoot through things.
I do
scoot.
I'm gonna go through this wall that Scooter broke.
Okay.
To get to here.
Okay.
Does anybody want to join me on the other side here? I'm guessing we're gonna have to go room by room and exercise anything that's in there.
As we pass this sharded chandelier here, the sharded, like it's in shards.
Yeah.
The sharded chandelier.
Like shitted and farted. It's sharded.
What's going on with that? I am pretty proficient in the Arcana. Is there any magic tied to this shredded chandelier?
I would say because you are proficient in Arcana, you would know that no. This is just simply this is just simply a chandelier that has seemed to have probably the rope was probably eaten away by some kind of something at time and just it has fallen and shattered on the ground.
I'm on the lookout for the
it's
source.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course
I'm just on the lookout for the source. I want
I'll keep that in mind.
Meet the source.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Isn't there a door up north here?
Yes, there is a door here, and then as soon as you step that way, you reveal this other hallway here. Well, not really a hallway, an open area. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to reveal. As you see, this piano over here in this corner, and then there is also a doorway. A doorway. This is a doorway right here that you can kind of tell. You can barely see into the next room, and then this is a door right here that Scooter is at.
I'm personally gonna go over near the piano, not too close to it.
You go near the piano. You step in front of the doorway. You see. Why is it doing that? It's so weird. You see this room. You see what looks to be kind of like a reading room with sheets covering the furniture, a large open window that has the curtains in front of it. Yeah, that's what you see.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, while Mill is right by the piano, I'm just in range as I step forward to cast Mage Hand. I want to, like, tinkle a couple of the keys just to see if I can scare him.
Yeah, easily done. Roll a performance check.
I do have.
I'm gonna use my big dice.
A pretty high passive perception.
Yeah, but it's your passive insight that this is gonna be.
18.
18. What's your passive insight?
It was 16.
16. So you just start to hear this. Dun, 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 and it spooks you for sure, and it definitely like causes you to jump. But then, I mean, you know where it came from.
I launch a hand mortar at the piano.
The piano just explodes right in front of you. The coordinate notes that are made. Somewhere outside, Lady Winter's talking to Reginald, and there's just like a flash of light that appears from in this room.
God. That's really funny.
God, you need to learn the limits of control, my guy.
I swear it was haunted a second ago.
I did for a second too, but then I thought for 5 seconds. Just like rubbing ash off of me.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Please, all right.
Please like me still.
I mean, yeah, just like, don't. I'm right here, man. Like, that could have hurt.
You're right. I should think about your feelings before I make my actions.
Yeah, you should. You really, next time, should be a little more careful.
You got anything over here? I got a little, like, reading room nook over here. We got some... Are these suits of armor outside?
They are, yeah.
I got suits of armor outside of here. I don't know if they're going to come to life or not. But given that we're here, maybe. So if you got anything over there first, what you got?
I open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see this room. You walk in and you immediately see just animal heads all over the room. This seems to be some kind of like trophy room with over a large fireplace. All the way over to the right, you see a large ancient dragon head that is a skull that is sitting there. And that's what you see in that room. And also a door over here to the left.
Granger, get in here. You're going to love this one.
Ooh, okay.
A door right there.
I'll walk on over.
Okay, yeah. You walk over and you see the room I just described.
Oh, that's cute. A nice little decoration they have over there.
I dare you to take the dragon head.
To take it?
I double dog dare you.
Well, I'll take it once we're leaving, but to hold that...
It's like
to carry it around with me
6
the entire
feet long.
time.
Oh, that's not fun.
like
Carrying it around
wide.
is the fun.
You have
Listen,
to do
I'm doing a
double dog dare.
wonderful job of staying back and then casting some spells and then still staying back. I'm carrying around a dragon head the entire time. I'm going to be quite at a disadvantage. And then you all would die, and that would look terribly foolish on all of you.
But I double dog dared you.
I'll accept the dare just at the end.
Okay, at the end.
Acceptable.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
I'm
go.
taking the dragon skull. I'm just not going to carry it with me this entire time.
As soon as you step on the rug, Rill,
Yes.
the
Fucking
rug.
yes.
As you notice, there is one rug in this building that you have seen so far that is not tattered and torn, and it is the one that you just stepped on. As the rug furls up under and wraps Rill
Yes, crush me.
as a rug of smothering appears around her. And hold on. Where did it go? There we are. As Rill is now wrapped inside a rug of smothering, and I need everybody to roll
Oh,
initiative.
jeez Louise.
I think this is the most combat I've seen in a single session.
21.
Ooh, I got a 13.
11.
7.
Okay, top of the turn order, Granger, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm just gonna. Oh, first I'll just kind of show. Real, are you consenting to this rug activity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone stand down.
It's like a warm hug. Ones I didn't get as a child.
Well, that's much too. I'm not unpacking that.
Please don't.
You know what? And I'll just do firebolt at the rug.
Okay, all right, roll for an attack.
It's going to be a 28.
28 definitely hits.
Or
Roll for
27,
damage.
27, excuse me.
Still hits.
That's going to be 2d10. Listen, my Vex dice coming in hot. That's going to be a 7 plus 6, so 13 points of.
Okay, so the rug takes 6 points of fire damage, and Rill, you take 7 points of fire damage as the rug takes half the damage, and Rill also kind of takes damage from the fireball or firebolt.
Yeah, I didn't do fire. I didn't do.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. Well, I don't know if this counts or not, but it does say if an item isn't worn or carried, it catches fire. But I don't know if that counts for.
That's interesting. You know what? Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna say the target is now on fire. The rug is now on fire. So what does that mean? Oh wait, no, I know what that means. Never mind. It'll take. Okay.
I was like, it doesn't elaborate. It just says a flammable object.
It means it takes a
ignites.
d6 of damage at the start of each turns.
As I do that, I just said to Liz, I should have thought that through.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Granger?
Real darling, I think a candle fell and it ignited the rug. So sorry.
I detect a
That
lie.
means the world to me. Oh.
I detect a lie.
It is now the rug's turn, and it just squeezes you tightly, Rill, and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does it take the fire damage?
Sorry. Thank you for the reminder. It rolled a 1. I'm gonna give that 1 point of fire damage to the rug and not to Rill.
Thank you.
So it'll take 1 point of fire damage. That's the end of the rug's turn as it's just sitting there squeezing Rill, and that's it. And then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to remind me. I think it was Rill is last, but I think it was
and then it's
Scooter, and then
I got an 11.
Mill.
I had a 13.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember who got the 11, who got the 13. So Mill, you're up.
I don't. All right, and I take my mace. I have nothing that actually affects this.
Like
I almost took Dispel Magic, but I was like, no, we're probably gonna be fine.
Oh man, too bad.
Yeah, wouldn't that been nice? So I'm just gonna smack that hole on the floor.
Roll for attack.
Probably doesn't hit. So 5.
5 does not hit. No.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go. Sorry.
All right, that's the end of Mill's turn. Scooter, you're up.
Rill, do you mind if I shoot you?
No, sounds about right.
No sarcasm detected. I run in and I shoot the carpet twice.
All right, roll for attack.
18 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
13 piercing.
Okay, it'll take 6 points of piercing damage, and Rill, you take 7.
You see me fall lifeless.
Oh God!
You hear a crunch as Rill's collarbone is broken, and Rill goes unconscious.
But I have a smile on my face.
Oh God!
Percentage chance of success has gone down to 75. And then I'm going to, I guess, shoot the carpet with my pistol again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot to move up to the carpet.
19 to hit.
19 hits, roll damage.
8 piercing.
All right, it's going to do 8 points of piercing damage to the rug. You have a failed death saving throw, Rill. And that's the end of Scooter's turn.
My calculations were wrong.
Rill, I need you to make a death saving throw.
I would like to
God.
think that every mission we ever have or every job we ever take, I literally do this every time because I kind of like it. Like, I'm a fucking devil. Like, I am a demon. An 8, so I failed.
An 8. So that's 2
God.
failed death saving throws for Rill. Top of the turn order.
They're gonna make it back. They always do.
We've got Granger.
Oh God! This is.
It's
Don't worry about
amazing.
me.
I feel like I didn't really take any of this into consideration. Oh God!
Roll an intelligence check for me, Granger.
All right. Natural 20.
Natural 20. With a
Oh,
natural
thank God.
20, I will
Vex
say.
dice. Vex all good.
I will say that. Thank you, Vex. I will say that you get the bright idea that no one has just tried pulling the rug off of Rill.
But is it still on fire?
It is technically still on fire, yes. So you might get a little bit of damage if you try.
Are there, you know how in some like fireplaces they'll have like the tongs that you can sort of grab the logs with? Is any of that in here? Is there any of that in here?
Roll a d20 and just tell me what you get on the die.
7.
No.
God. Oh, wait. Can I use, tell me if I can't do this, can I use prestidigitation to get the fire out?
Yes, I will say that you can use prestidigitation to get the fire out. Yes. Oh. Matt, I think all 3 of them froze, except for the 2 of us.
Wait, that's very weird.
What just happened?
I would have thought it might be maybe my like connection, but you're still here.
Yeah, you know what? This is the perfect time to take a little bio break. We'll come back to find out what happened at the end of this. Can you send us to intermission, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, did it freeze again?
No, I'm just kidding.
For a minute, it was like, oh, this is a long time.
It was
That
so
was good.
still.
Can you get the DM inspiration?
We're back. Everybody's here. Everybody's moving. Okay, so we last we left off, our party, the Ghoul Slayers, had made their way into the Winter Manor, had fought coal magma monsters, zombies crawling out from under the tables, did cleaning up while also doing some remodeling for the Winter Manor. And the last time we left off, Rill had just been encapsulated inside a rug of smothering as she is now unconscious with 2 failed death saving throws. Last thing that happened. is that Granger walked up, cast Prestidigitation to get off the fire, and you still have a bonus action and movement.
Yeah, it's possible if I can use my bonus action to try and get to the rug.
Yes, for sure. Go ahead and
Great.
roll a athletics check.
Oh, I'm so good as a sorcerer. That's just my absolute best with a +0. That's a 16.
16 is definitely more than what you need. So you pry open the rug as it's like pushing against you, and Real just like falls unconscious against your chest, and the rug like closes right back.
I'll move out of the way so Real just...
Yeah, fantastic. Don't hold her up, just kind of scoot to the right, and she just continues the descent, or they just continue to descent, fall down to the
Cause
ground.
of death, pistol shots.
Also,
Fantastic.
there's some charm marks on their body. That's weird.
All right, so we're gonna have we'll probably put Quinn right there.
Quinn?
Quinn? Whoa. Granger right there. Real has fallen down to the ground. Okay, it is now the Rug of Smothering's turn, who is going to look to the person who just took away its prey and is going to attempt to smother you, Granger.
No.
It gets a +5 to this.
Oh no!
Natural 19 on the die.
Oh no! Okay,
And
bye.
this creature is now grappled. But you just took your turn, and it's actually not until the start of your turn that you take the 2d6 + 3 damage.
Okay.
So as of right now, you are just getting smothered and squeezed by this rug. It is the end of your turn. It is now Mill's turn.
Yeah, I go right up to Rill and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, cool. So you cast Spare the Dying. No more death saving throws needed, but you are still unconscious at 0 hit points.
And then I shouldn't do this. I have a -1. And I think I'm going to...
Well, that was your action to cast Spare the Dying.
Oh, yeah. Duh, fucking cantrips.
I know, sometimes I confuse cantrips for bonus actions, too.
I'm just... Because they're like...
Because they're so small, yeah, for sure.
It's like light, this, that.
Yeah.
They're like, but that took so long. I'm gonna, I guess, just like shake Rin, or not Rin. Yeah, Rin.
Real.
Shake Rill. Rin. Who's Rin? Oh, Rin's.
You're Rin in the.
Yeah, I'm Rin in the. Follow us and watch the Tube of Black Sand, and just like shake.
Roll a. You know what? Roll a medicine check.
11.
Yeah, nothing really happens.
Damn it! I was sure that would work.
Scooter, your turn.
I pull out my pistol and I look at the rug.
Scooter, I'm a bit of a bind.
Do you want me to shoot you?
No, if you could just open the rug. I did it quite easily, and I'm quite weak. So
I am strong.
You are strong. I believe in you, Scooter.
One last question. Do you want me to hand grenade you?
No. No.
Okay. Exhausting all of my options, I run up and I try to take the rug off.
Alrighty, roll an athletics check.
No problem. It's my specialty. 19.
19. You pull, and Granger kind of slips out of the
Scooter.
rug.
Oh, lovely. Ever since you've got that hat, you've been so confident. Really?
Thank you. I like my style now.
Said it was a bonus action for Granger, so it's a bonus action for you too. So you still have your action.
And the rug's just on the ground in front of me.
It's not on the ground, but it's like coiled up in front of you. Yeah, like a large cobra.
I'm gonna shoot it in the tassels.
Okay, roll for attack.
Question mark.
The tassels are the eyes of the rug.
14 hit.
14 hits. Roll for damage.
11 piercing.
And with that, you shoot the rug one more time, and since it doesn't have someone covered up, it takes the full amount of damage. And you just wait until the rug is folded at just the right point, and it shoots through like multiple folds of the rug, and it just falls down on the ground, shredded and torn. And that is the rug, and the room kind of fades. And the negative energy kind of cleans up a bit, and you feel an exhale in the room, and this room feels purged from the evil existence in this house.
Ah, well.
A job well done, us.
Oh,
Real?
God.
Real?
Hey, oh.
It's a ghost that shoot Real.
Real is still unconscious, but that is what she says. That is what they say in their head.
I don't have 1 hit point?
Spare
I
is
did
just
Spare the dying
I
just
didn't
makes you
do
not
Revivify.
roll death saving throws.
Which, for the record, I do have
I can't
Revivify.
put 0. That's why I got confused. Never mind.
Gotcha. So
Does
Real
anyone
is...
know how to get them not like that?
Well, I mean, yes, but also no. I don't. I like.
Please
I don't
elaborate.
have. I could do medicine things. I could.
You can't
check
do a
through
cure.
medicine.
You're not a cure.
No,
person.
I
You're
didn't
not cure
have
wounds.
that. I'm an.
You're a cleric that didn't prepare cure wounds?
I saw
That's-
inflict wounds on my prepared spell list, and then I hit next, and then I hit view character sheet, and then we started.
That's no excuse.
But I do have.
At least he's honest.
I have other things that are at 3rd level that are going to be beneficial if we end.
Oh boy! I
I'll
thought the
take
cleric
it.
was
That's
gonna.
fine.
I thought the cleric was gonna be able to.
So
cure.
you have no what you didn't go through your spells and prepare spells?
No, I did. I like glanced past inflict wounds. I was like, okay, cool, cure wounds. I should also do mass healing word and also revivify to have that. So I'm like ready in case somebody dies.
I mean, if you legitimately switched up inflict wounds and cure wounds, this is a one shot. I will allow you to swap those 2 spells.
No, I just wanted to lay here.
Let's take a short rest. Not
What if you
lying.
cast cure? What if you cast inflict wounds, and you just didn't know the difference? It's really just a couple of letters in the incantation that are different.
It's not a couple of letters. It's like 4. Like there's.
It's up to you, bud. I'm giving you the out if you want it.
We're falling apart?
I'll take the out. Fuck. I also have been wary about using inflict wounds because it's a touch,
Yeah.
and everything that this attack does could
For sure.
hurt with touch. So I'm gonna
yeah.
unprepare that.
Yeah, you can swap those 2 spells, no worries.
And I'm going to cast what I've always had, which was Cure Wounds. And anybody watching this or watching the YouTube version after this, I cast Cure Wounds.
I detect a lie.
I punch Scooter and
Punch.
break my hand.
I can do my time magic to go back and make sure that you did it.
Why didn't we do that the whole time? So that's that is 9 points of healing for you.
So, Rill, you inhale again with 9 hit points given to you, and you are awake and conscious, but a little sore.
That's when I say, great work, us. Go team. We are so good at this job.
Aloha, how you doing?
I am wonderful.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I hop up. I am doing great. Let's go. Next room.
What's it like being mortal?
Great question.
It's an upcoming project in 2023, in case anybody does not know Bill Murray's canon. Anyway.
I walk away from the group, just cheesing.
Yeah, for sure.
My usual death.
I mend what I can in the room, and I also would like to investigate to see if there's anything of value
Yeah,
or
roll
give
an
clues or anything.
roll an investigation check.
Can I go look at this room over here
Oh,
as I walk
Um,
away from the group?
I lost
you
it in
can.
my crotch. I have to reroll.
Same, honestly.
We've all been there.
11.
You see that room. It opens up to kind of a clothing storage room, and then a long staircase that continues downward. And with an 11, you see something sparkly around the dragon head.
Just to like double check it, I just throw my mace like casually, just in case it's like a trigger or anything.
Oh, the dragon head?
There's something sparkly over there. I don't know if it's an
Clunk,
arcane
clunk.
trap or anything.
It clunks off the dragon head. All of you see
Yes,
Milbury.
I was double dared to pack with that.
Well, there's something over there, and I like walk over. and I
You
take a
walk
closer
over.
look.
You look inside the mouth of the dragon, and there is a dagger there.
I don't fucking stick my hand in that, because that would be a terrible idea. And for once, I have a character who's smart and wise.
Should I do it?
I look at you and go,
yes.
No.
Yes,
no,
I think you
no.
should.
Yes.
No, who has, you know what?
No, I'm double daring. I'm double daring you. I'm double daring you to stick the hand in there.
Real just
All right.
die.
I mean, hey, listen. I saw the hand motion. They stuck their hand in the dragon. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say I will start to stick my hand in. I'll look back at everybody else, and then I'll cast a mage hand. To
Cast mage hand.
Ooh.
The hand reaches in and grabs the dagger and brings it back to you. It is a pearl-handed dagger with a long blade made of a glinting metal. And it is engraved intricately on the side, and it is a +1 dagger.
Nice. I'm gonna take it, and
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of my old daggers, and I'm gonna hand it to Mill, and I say, "I think you're gonna need this," and I'll sheathe the +1
All right.
dagger.
You're probably right. It's a real Isle of Dogs in here.
All right, so that's what you see. You see a room with a staircase heading down into presumably the basement, and you also see the room that Mill had discovered earlier, this kind of reading room over here.
We should clear out the first floor before going downstairs to be thorough.
I agree. We want to purge everything in this house. So meet by the mortared piano.
Yes.
I walk over to the mortared piano.
Yeah, you all make your way over to the horrifically destroyed grand piano, and you see the room inside as described earlier.
I walk inside.
I stand outside the suit of armor and tap it with my mace.
The head of the suit of armor turns to look at you.
There you go. Fuck them up.
I just look at it. There's a tiny little pea that comes out, but we're not sure if that's because I'm old or scared.
Or both.
Nothing else happens. It just turns and looks like.
I without breaking eye contact, because I'm afraid it'll attack if I do. I just go. Suits of armor are alive, maybe enchanted, cursed, whatever. But this one's looking at me funny.
Does every suit of armor that look at you funny is alive to you?
You look at me funny sometimes.
Probability 100%.
Do I just back away? Like what are we thinking?
Yeah, back away. Do it.
Yeah, you should back away.
Double dare you.
I take a step back while still looking at it.
Yeah, doesn't do anything. Just keep staring at you.
I'm looking around the reading room,
Roll a perception check.
looking for any fun books.
Watch out for rugs.
5.
5. You notice what you can see on that map. You notice bookshelves with some books on them, a fireplace, furniture with some sheets on it, a crushed coffee table. That's about it.
There are rectangular things that have pages in them here.
Oh God, I'm coming in, and while keeping my eye on the suit of armor that is looking at me.
As you walk in, it.
I
I
target him.
think someone likes you.
I pick up my speed as I just at the end. It's like when you run up the stairs when it's dark, but there's nothing chasing you.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like. Ugh.
I would say with your passive perception, you notice that 4 of the books on the bookshelves, 2 on each shelf, are placed on the shelf backwards with the pages facing the page side facing up.
I relay that to everybody.
Pull them. Pull them out.
Hold on, and I look behind. Like I try to see if I'll investigate to see if there's like a mechanism or something that is readily available.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
That's a dirty 20.
There seems to be no nefarious trap or anything around these books. And as a matter of fact, you notice that you don't feel the negative energy here. And with a dirty 20, you feel an almost like positive good energy here.
Ooh.
And
I don't like that.
with that, I like very gingerly like grab one of the turned around books and pull it out just so I can see if there's a title.
You pull it out to see the title, and you find yourself just continuing to pull the book until it's completely off the shelf. And you're looking down at the title, and it says Ned's Declassified Cooking Guide.
Shut up!
And this like pulse of divine energy travels through you, and for the rest of the session, you have advantage on strength saving throws and
Thank
checks.
God, I'm at a -1.
So basically, athletics
Okay.
checks and strength saving throws, you have an advantage.
Okay. Hey, so I just got something from this book. I think if we each pull one, and I turn around to make sure that everybody sees.
I immediately walk in and pull a book off the shelf. It's just a book. It's not even a turned around one.
Oh, it's not a turned around one?
No.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a blank book with like a blue title or like a blue cover on it, and it doesn't have a title.
Oh, it doesn't have a title.
No. The ones that are turned around. Come on, get smart. The one.
Oh my God.
Hyde Park on Hudson.
Damn it! I was waiting to use that. There's still plenty.
I gingerly put it back.
Okay.
The ones that are the one is turned around. Like, see, I grabbed this one.
Oh, I would like to do that.
You go on over. You pull a book?
Yes.
All right, you pull a book, and it comes out, and it says the title, Luck is a Lady, and She's Hot. You have...
Wait a minute. Why did you get that one?
You have 2 uses of the lucky feat. So basically, just you get 2 luck points.
Yay,
That's
double luck.
nice.
I don't like. I mean, it's fine. It's just a bit assuming that I want to read about hot ladies.
I mean,
If you pull your book, you pull your book, and it says 4 + 4 = 8, and other recent mathematical discoveries. You either get 2d4 or 1d8 temporary HP, whichever you decide.
Ooh. I'll do 2d4.
Okay, roll 2d4.
The only book that I have read is my owner's manual.
so read another.
Ooh, 8.
Okay.
All right, so you get 8 temp HP.
I pull a book. I pulled the last one.
You pull the last book, and it is a very nice, quaint book that says The Adventures of William the Wise, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
A page turner.
I'm so glad I didn't pull that because I have a +6 to like wisdom and a bunch of other shit.
So do you have advantage?
Well,
on
it's
this
almost like it didn't matter what you pulled, you were getting a certain book anyway.
The book chooses the wizard.
book chooses you.
John Hurts in the back. Ah!
And you feel that good energy that you kind of felt in this room fade away.
Oh.
I'm
But not negative energy. Not
But
replaced.
not negative.
Just
not
neutral.
replaced with negative, just neutral, yeah.
I lean out of the room and look at the knight, the suit of armor.
It is not looking in your direction anymore.
You're so paranoid. What is Costco?
All right, shall we? Is there anything else on this floor we need to look at before we either go up or down?
Looks like you've explored this floor.
I'm
The only person who explored the storage room was Scooter, but they didn't find anything.
Damn it, Scooter! What was that check that you got on that?
It was adequate.
Yeah, I mean, Scooter thinks that they did a good job.
I have never.
Scooter,
missed
I'm gonna
anything.
go double check your work because I admire it and I always like to look at it. And I
Oh
go
my
back to the
God.
storage room.
Okay.
All right, make
my
a
God.
investigation check at disadvantage.
I turn,
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
turn to turn to Rill. Does he not like me?
I don't think he
he's.
does.
I think he was really insecure about your hat.
I
Okay.
think he
Take it
hates
off.
you.
Okay.
No, I shouldn't be envious of it.
Take
It's
it
working
off.
for you. No, I think it's working for you.
I'm short circuiting.
I got a 6.
Yep, you don't find anything. They must have searched through this room incredibly well.
What did you find? I wonder what it
Nothing.
is.
Nothing. You did a great job.
Sarcasm detected.
No, not sarcastic. I just looked. Why do you always assume I'm the sarcastic one?
Maybe it's ingrained in me somewhere to think
That's a programming issue. We need to talk about that.
programming. I guess I was programmed.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about that now?
I want to go back to the clothing storage and see if I can see any, maybe, because I am looking for the source, any haunted amulets or.
You don't. I will say in this room you don't notice anything, but you feel like you look down the darkness of the staircase in front of you, and it feels impenetrable, and it feels heavy, and it feels what?
I would like to penetrate the darkness.
Not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
All right, so you move down the staircase.
I say, I'm going down the stairs.
All right,
Don't
you
go
go
alone.
down. You go down the staircase.
I'm penetrating the darkness.
Don't say it like that.
I detect a joke. Haha.
Oh, so you can detect the joke, but you always. I don't.
Do not
I actually-
understand me.
I secretly programmed you.
Had to do it. Had to say it.
You see,
Oh.
a basement hallway as you go down the stairs, and it is a cold, dank, musty, overgrown basement. You can put your token out there if you like.
I think I will.
I don't want to. I quit. And
actually, you as soon as you, because I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal it now, because as soon as you go down the rest of the hallway, you'll see that it continues. There is a large metal door right here, and then a hallway that opens up right here.
Nice. I am trying to put my token. I promise. I swear.
Yes.
Zach, I swear.
Make sure you're dragging by the name. Don't forget that.
don't you fucking forget that.
Wow!
That was the intensity that I felt when all of that went down.
that was pretty intense.
All right. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm going to look back to the group and say, now I know you have no reason to trust me, but I think that this is a spot that will be very important. I think we're going to find something here.
Why wouldn't we trust you? We've worked together for years.
Well, I don't know. And then I'll run down the hallway.
All right. You run down the hallway and you see, once you get to the middle here, you see this opened hallway. And you see a metal door right here, and then two what look like cell doors right here, right here.
Did you say this was a door right here?
And that is a door as well. Yes.
Okay. Since I'm here, I'm gonna just and open the door and say, "Hello, ghoulies."
Oh no! Wait! Don't do that.
That door is locked and does not budge.
A locked door.
How dare they?
Our first locked door.
I can take care of that.
Oh no! Back up.
I step away. I immediately.
Yeah.
I take a 30-foot running start and
Okay.
run towards it and then jump at it.
You run towards it and jump at it. Cling.
Oh.
You fall off, and it looks completely untouched.
I for sure thought that was gonna work.
I didn't, but I wanted to see what happened.
I'll run down this hallway.
I'll look down. Yeah, I'll look in one of the cells.
You run. Oh my god! You run down this hallway, and you see two cells that open up here.
I would go to the closer cell.
In one, the one that Real is in front of, you see a chained up skeleton at the end of the cell. And in the one that you're looking through, Mill, you see what looks like a humanoid figure in the back corner that is currently covered in this webbing, and so is the cell. And yet, this webbing does not seem like to be the webbing of a spider. It's sickly green and very dark, almost black in its color. And it looks like webbing, but it seems to drip and fall to the ground.
I'll tell you this isn't the Grand Budapest Hotel. I try to see, like, I shake the door to see if it's unlocked or not.
The prison door is unlocked.
That's not a good sign. Is yours unlocked?
I'll try it.
It is unlocked.
Yes. Together?
No. Like, everybody should be on this one. This one seems... No, wait, don't do that.
Okay.
Why don't we see if we can get into the door behind us first? Because I think there's a door. Did you look behind you? There is a door behind you.
A door.
Real, are you okay?
I'm alive.
Real and Scooter open this door, and you see... Oh, nope, sorry, opposite.
Black!
You see this room, a large storage room filled with more crates and barrels.
Oh, we don't need to even search this room. I searched the one upstairs.
Scooter, this is a different room. There might be something else in here.
Real, make an investigation check.
But they're both storage rooms.
Nah.
Something's wrong with your object identification.
Yep, you don't find anything with a 9.
What are you?
I found crates and barrels in here.
Oh.
Crate and barrel?
Crate and barrel. One crate, one barrel.
Now that can't be true. And I look in.
Look around.
All right, roll an investigation check.
I'll give him advantage. I'd like to do
Okay, yeah, Mill like uses the help action to guide you a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Investigation at advantage. At advantage is a 7.
What the fuck?
Oh, buddy.
I got a 0 and a 7.
Yep, you don't find anything. And Neil didn't find anything either. All three of you feel very certain that there is nothing to find in this room.
This
They
is
do really throw a job in there.
Yeah, they just don't seem to like to store fucking anything. All right, I'm out.
Yeah, these definitely weren't the 2 rooms where you could have found healing potions. That's for sure.
There's no rugs to strangle me. I'm out.
Okay, Real has lost their mind.
This is what happens when I literally said, I'll tell it. Never mind.
No,
Okay,
I love
this
it.
is a character choice.
Exactly, I know.
You.
Trust me, I know. Okay, so what else do you do?
Well, I guess we can check these cells for anything. The one with the little green, drippy, gross web is probably something we should all go into, but do we want just a couple of us to investigate this one with the skeleton in it?
Yeah, it just seems like a boring old skeleton.
I doubt it. Nothing's been
I'd rather
boring.
go for the green stuff.
Well, nothing's been really boring. I mean,
well, those books were really boring.
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
The books were really boring.
Says the person who half of their health is currently that book.
Like I said, boring.
We need to have a conversation about your relationship with death. I teach a course on that.
You always want to talk. Let's act. Let's go.
Yeah, so come with me in here.
Granger, are you with me?
Oh, God.
Scooter.
What's going on?
Which one? Which one?
The one that's in front of Real.
Okay, you smash it open.
Yes,
it swings open.
Oh, God.
Any ghouls in here, you have to tell me.
I'll step into the other side here.
You don't get a response?
I stand right here.
I walk up to this thing in the corner.
You know, the thing about time is, which my family did invent the linear progression of time, we never know how long that person could have been dead for.
Wait, so it's your family's fault that death exists?
Well, no, death has always existed, but we just create it because my family did invent time, the linear progression of it. It's kind of hard not talking to a bit more about this is just really difficult.
You walk up
if
to
you're
the
not
body.
from the Feywild, you don't really get it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be like, it's a hometown. Why am I explaining this?
I clutch
Like,
my amulet.
So basically, everything was like Groundhog Day until you decided.
Oh my god! Okay, you walk up to the body scooter. You walk up to the body scooter, and you. I'm so close to just kicking you out of the Zoom. Just kidding. You walk up to the body scooter. It is clearly a humanoid figure that is wrapped in this like viscous webbing.
Can I see like face at all, or is it completely
Nope.
wrapped?
Completely
I will
wrapped.
try to like open up a little mouth hole or face
Okay.
hole.
You go and you open up a little mouth hole. You see a mouth kind of appear as you pull back the webbing. And as you pull it back,
Speak louder.
Mm-mm.
I want to get closer.
Speak now. I've heard that before.
I'll just rip off the rest of the.
you rip off the rest of the webbing, and you see the face of a middle-aged woman, very pale, almost green in color, and she's staring wide-eyed with just glassy white eyes. Just.
Are you a ghoul? I put my gun to her forehead and I turn around. Should I do it?
What are you doing?
Yes, I don't know what it is, but yes.
I shoot.
Oh God!
Best to put her out of her misery.
Was that a person we
Absolutely.
could have saved?
Oh God! How exciting!
I shoot her again.
No, don't waste your bullet.
Oh God, that's so loud. Everything's echoing down here.
Oh. Don't worry, I have been trained
Can you-
in akimbo. I take out both my pistols.
Can you hear words she's saying?
Did you tell her that she has to tell you if she's a ghoul?
Roll a perception check.
17.
You have to go up to go down. You have to go up to go down. You have to go up to go down. She's saying over and over again, you have to go up to go down.
What are they say? What is whatever's saying in there?
She's saying that we should go upstairs if we want to get farther here. There's something that's going to be. You have to go up to go down. You have to go up to go down.
To get down.
And I like stand next to her and like look at them and like we're in a picture together and I say, you have to go up to go down. You have to go and like do it with her.
Wait, we have to step it up to get down.
No, go up.
We have to step up forward.
All right, thanks
to the
everybody for
streets.
joining us this week on
And I'll just grab Scooter's arm appendage contraption and just start like dragging him up back up the stairs.
Okay.
We have to go up to go down. We have to go up to go down. We have to go up to go down.
All right, here we go.
You go back up the stairs. I won't even go back to the main floor. I'll say that you make your way to the proper upstairs of this manor.
Making my way upstairs.
And I
Damn it.
am sad. And you go up the stairs, and this is what you see.
All right, guys, stairs.
The middle part of those stairs is like the landing, and then going up either side leads to either hallway.
Well, I'm left-handed. Do we want to go to the left first?
Yes, that sounds logic.
Both of my hands are equally powerful.
Oh Lord! All right, go up to the top of the stairs right there.
All right, you go to the left first. You see a door here, a door here, a door here, a hallway here, and a door here.
The options are endless.
Where's the closest door?
Closest door to you is probably this one right here.
Is there anything this way if I were to walk down there?
Nope, it's just a hallway.
Just a hallway. I'll go to the closest door and see if it unlocks.
You open it up, and you see. Why does that happen every time?
We didn't turn on the light when we walked in. That's why.
Gosh, why is this happening? You see a small bedroom.
We got a bedroom. I'm gonna go in and see what's up with that. I'm gonna walk in and just see what I can see in there.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You open up the chest, and at the end of the bed, it appears to be empty, but then you see this like sliding panel that can be moved, and you slide it, and you find a healing potion inside the chest.
Hey, look at that!
Finally, the cleric can heal.
I am about to toss it over to Rill and then go, huh, rude. And then I put it in my pocket.
All right.
And what kind? Is it just a regular healing potion?
Just a regular healing potion.
Great. No, not custom. Is there anything else in this room of note?
Not of note in that room, no.
All right. I think there's nothing else of note in this room. We should go to another room. Who wants to lead the charge?
I open up this door, I think that's right here.
You open up that door, and you see this grand, large ballroom. That are like large dining hall that has furniture completely covered in sheets and a very ornate fireplace on the other side.
Okay.
What you got, Scoot?
I will look around and investigate.
Make an investigation check. Mill and Granger make perception checks.
Ooh, 17 investigation check.
Oh, 21 perception.
19 perception.
With your investigation check, Scooter, you go around, you look, you feel adequate that there are no ghouls here. And then all of a sudden, all three of you notice this. The chairs in the rooms, the sheets just raise up as if a head is underneath them. And then all of the figures point with one arm dragging the sheet up towards this door, right down at the bottom here. And then collapse.
Thank you for your service.
Well, that was spooky.
That was very nice of them.
You think is there anything of note in here? Do you think, or should we just go straight for where they're pointing? Because it could be a trap.
Could I check the fireplace for anything?
Of course. I'll keep that same roll. You go up here and you notice that there is no like ash or dust in this fireplace where there was in the other one. And you kind of like start to like wonder why that is, and you look to the side and you see there's a little button that could be pressed on the inside of the fireplace, and once pressed, the underneath of the fireplace completely just drops.
Ooh, a secret.
Ooh, what's that?
Secret. Something fun and secret.
Secrets are real fun because you have told everyone.
You look into this fireplace and you reach in and you pull out it's like a long silver chain, and on the end of it is a glowing, not glowing, but like very shiny emerald ring. And this is a ring of protection. It'll give you a +1 to your AC.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Good find.
Yeah, I'm putting that on.
We need to.
There is an actual ring of protection item, and I'm not sure if that's what it does, but this just gives you a +1 to your AC.
It does. That is what the ring of protection does.
Cool. I thought so. I just want
Whoa.
I will do that and take some time to attune to it.
Yes, and I will say, with it being one shot, easily enough, you're able to attune to that item.
Right, we must go through the door that the sheets pointed to.
Yes. I will have seen them come out and probably have followed them.
I got a ring.
Oh, it's
That's
beautiful.
so
Ranger.
nice. That's
That
nice.
That ring
You
is
open
beautiful.
I think I goes for the go with my eye.
You open a door to the master bedroom. You see a large bed there, 2 nightstands, and across the way you see a vanity. And it is, as every other room has been in this house, just covered in dust, clearly old.
I'll do some investigating, looking for coffee and cigarettes.
All right, roll a investigation check.
Okay, now I'm like rolling hot, and it's gonna end when we're fighting the big bad of this. Is what's gonna happen. That's a 19.
19. You go over to the vanity, and you pull out one of the drawers, and yet again, you notice it similar to the cabinet. There's a false panel in one of the drawers, and you slide that back, and there is a set of keys. That are lying in this, and a note underneath those keys as you lift it up, that says you have to go up to go down.
We got the mantra of our friend downstairs, so I'll hang on to these, and I got the note, and I fold the note up and put it in my pocket.
I bet that opens the locked door, the only locked door in this whole establishment.
That would make sense. All right. I don't think there's anything else in this room unless anybody else wants to take a look. Anybody?
I get up off the bed that I laid on. Oh, nope, nothing.
There doesn't really seem to be.
I don't think that blanket's going to smother you.
Oh yeah, we should have checked for that before you just laid on it.
Would it be so bad?
Well.
Ew.
We get it, Granger.
Come on, let's go.
And I look and I walk past you and I turn back around and I say, "That is a nice ring for what it's worth." And I walk by.
I know, it's actually it was worth not a lot because I just found it, but now it's fine.
Spicy.
All right, where do you head next?
Down.
Should we go back down to
There's also
use the key?
Quickly just run around the rest of this floor, collecting all the health potions.
You see a long hallway on this side. You see a door here, a door here, and a door here.
Let's start at the bottom,
Yep.
Scoot.
I'll go to the bottom. Open up.
Oh, should we each pick a door and then open it at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, I like that idea. Dramatic.
Well,
well.
sorry, kind of ruined that.
No, that's okay.
But you open the door into an office in here. That you can clearly see covered in dust yet again, and yeah, I mean you see basically a large globe over to the left, a bookcase. This is a small coffee table with a map on it. You see this desk. On top of this desk, you see a plague doctor mask that's sitting on the desk. Back here on this fireplace, you see a long sword, and then over here you see just some really dusty, like a jewelry box with no jewelry in it, and a wine. What are they called?
Cask?
Yeah. So that's what you see.
I investigate each of the objects to see if any of them are trapped before given the
what do you mean each of the objects?
The longsword, the mask, and the wine thing, just to see if there's any mechanical thing that if you lift it, something happens.
Roll an investigation check.
Just so we can figure that out. Yep, and there's the shit roll. That is a 5.
Yeah, the mask, longsword, and wine thing, you notice no mechanical anything.
All right. I think we can grab without triggering anything. Who wants to grab what?
I
See
will
what's
grab
up with
the
the
mask.
objects. All right.
What's on the map?
The map is just the local area. Honestly, it's not anything special.
Okay.
You put on you take the mask.
You put on the do it. You got to do it now. Dare you? I dare you. I dare you to put on the mask.
Look at me, new fashion. Put on the mask.
You put on the mask, and you kind of feel shadows form around you, and your the vision of Scooter kind of shifts a little bit. You get a +1 to your AC as this mask kind of makes you like more of like a shadowy entity. It's kind of hard to tell where you're corporeal at.
Well, that's spooky. I've heard about that in some of my readings. That's the plague mask of spookies.
Does this make me spooky?
I'm terrified for
Dashing.
what it's worth.
Yes,
I grab the long sword and lift it and see what's up with it.
You lift up the long sword, look at it. This is a very ornately made long sword, not covered in dust at all, which lets you know of its magic capabilities, as this is a +1 long sword.
All right. Does anybody? How are we doing on our weapons? Are we feeling good with what we've got? Because I'd love to have this. My mace is great, but
I have
you
it.
know,
It's
No,
yours.
you
You
have it.
found it.
that's.
You were brave enough to touch it and not check for traps on it.
It's true.
No, well, I mean, there were none, which is even better. So, like, that's the cool part, you know. So I'll take it, and I take it.
All right.
I turn to Granger and I say, "It's very cute to hear him talk about the things that he likes."
I'm going to be completely honest with you. A lot of the time, I'm playing like music in my head, and I realize he's talking, and the music just keeps going. And I'm like, but I love this song, and so I just keep listening.
You don't want to
That's it.
turn the song off just to hear him talk.
Just
Yeah,
and a lot of the time, it's like, oh, I've busted this, and ghouls that, and it just doesn't.
Very serious.
I think I'll call this the Razor's Edge. This is very nice.
Oh my
Nice
god.
name.
I'll walk back out into the hallway and go to. Is there a door down here? You said.
Yes.
I will go to the door.
You go to the door. You open it up, and there is a small child's room.
Oh no!
Absolutely, this is where I thrive.
You walk into the room, and you immediately start to hear the soft, quiet sobs of a baby in this bassinet over here.
Hey, Mill, you want to bring that longsword in here?
Yeah.
I dare you to
peer.
stab this baby.
Okay, don't say it like that. Don't say it like
I
that.
double dare you. You can't go back.
But you can't do that because you know that I'm
Cherry
easily
on
going.
Real, as you get closer,
I'm peering it.
yeah,
I'm
you look
dancing in
into
the
the
corner.
bassinet, and you just see like the blanket's completely covering it, but you see what looks like the shape of a baby, like sitting there, kind of squirming back and forth.
I'll look back to Scooter, and then I'll look back at the baby, and I'll say, "If you're a ghoul, you have to tell us."
I'm loading my hand mortar.
Can I grab the edge of the blanket and pull it off?
You see a baby as you rip off this, and you see it is covered in just like gray charcoal ash. And it's just kind of like squirming and seems very uncomfortable and upset.
Can I pick it up?
Oh, it's an actual baby.
I think it's
I
It's
say
an actual
something.
baby.
I say, "Are you okay in abyssal, infernal, and primordial?" Because I'm a nerd.
The baby is a baby and does not understand you
There you go.
and is crying.
If I
Alright.
pressed it,
Execute to this baby.
No,
with
no, 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 no! Come on, Terminator! Don't
Real,
don't do that.
real. What were you saying?
if can I cast prestidigitation on the baby to remove the ash? And the baby up a little
So
bit?
you I saw you kind of like jumping, like trying to soothe the baby, maybe
yeah,
a
like
little.
bouncy.
So because you chose to take this baby and soothe the baby and cast prestidigitation to clean the baby, the ash is removed, and you see a nice, rosy, healthy baby that kind of giggles for a moment, and the sound kind of rings off of your ears, and it is a very pleasant noise. And the baby just
Something
kind
is
of
happening.
the baby just kind of disappears in a glimmering warm ball of light. And each of you are healed 8 hit points.
Ooh.
If you are already at max or can't do that, then the rest become temp. But if you are below your max, then it's just regular. They aren't temp; they are just regular. You're healed 8 hit points.
Thank God,
Yeah.
honestly.
That would have been 2d6 psychic damage if you did not try to soothe the baby, and if you did something else.
Aren't you guys
Yes,
happy
Scooter.
for me as a player's motherly instinct?
Oh yeah,
That is a talented baby that it can just.
For the sake of brevity, just because I know we're running close, I'm going to say the other room has nothing in it. You go back down to the basement, and
Well, let's be a father.
And you find yourselves back at this locked room.
The door, the key.
Oh, you stepped on me. I put the key in the lock. Hear the choir and immediately leave.
That was perfect.
Oh, I love this one. This one's really good, actually.
Are you hearing it in your head? Because we're hearing it out loud.
As I'm unlocking the door, I go, yes, this tune was actually written in the 1400s by Gorda, and open the door.
You open the door
Oh no.
into a dark, disturbing ritual room. There is an altar right to the front. Over to the left, you see a torture rack covered in blood. Across from the altar, you see a large ritual circle. Over to the right, you see a table made of skeleton bones with a skeleton on top of it. And then you see like a torture weapon rack over to the right.
Well,
Ranger, you're gonna love it in here.
Am I? Why?
The interior decorating is on point.
lots of meatballs in here. Ugh.
There seems to be dead things here. Be careful.
Yeah.
Are these blood spatters?
They are. They are very old, dark red blood spatters.
Do we want to? I don't know.
Well-
That thing over there looks pretty conjury, or evocative, as it were.
Oh, evocative. I love it.
Yeah. What are we thinking, team?
I'm gonna go to this table of bones.
As soon as you step up close next to that altar, you hear.
This is what we're here for, folks.
You hear the sound of change. And you look over, and the figure on the table made of skeletons rises. And you see the shadows surrounding them shoot out with literal what look like change and start to wrap around this entity. And rising from the table, you see the demon summoned so long ago by Plinda Winter, Cain, as he rises up above the table. And I need all of you to roll initiative.
This is the big one, boys.
Dirty 20.
Oh God, I rolled
Nice.
shit on that. 11.
13.
I need more M&Ms for this. Hashtag not sponsored.
Trying not sponsor.
Dirty 20, 13. What'd you get?
19.
19, and then Evan, what did Evan get?
11.
11. Okay, cool. So top of the turn order, dirty 20. The creature here. Let me put the token out there. As he's a little bit bigger than that, as he starts to stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Granger, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of a hug and cast protection from evil and good
Okay, all right.
on myself. So within the next 10 minutes, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead have disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay, fantastic.
I cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay, good to know.
And I'm just going to do that and then slink about 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet over there. That's going to be the end of my turn.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Yes. This music.
All right. right, you step forward and you kind of steel yourself. This like a large face of a clock appears in front of you and clicks 3 times, and as it does, it like kind of slams into you, creating this shimmer around you that causes you to like ethereally glow for a moment. As you cast the spell and kind of back up into the room. That's going to be the end of your turn. It is then Scooter's turn.
Everybody stand behind me. I will protect you all. I'm gonna run up like really close to it.
Okay.
Then shoot at it once with my hand mortar.
All right. Roll for attack.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
It takes 4 fire damage and then needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
You see that the explosion encapsulates the demon, and he just stands there completely unharmed from the fire damage, as he is immune to fire damage.
Okay, probability of win down to 50%.
But does he still make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, to take more fire damage. But
okay, so yeah, no, you just
blow up the ground.
Yeah.
But then I will shoot him once with my pistol.
All right.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
10 piercing.
10 piercing damage. You notice that the bullet enters into the abdomen of this demon as he kind of looks at you, growling. It does do damage, but not as much as you thought it would do, as your guns are not magical. And is that the end of your turn, Scooter?
Yep, it's my turn.
Alrighty, it is now his turn, who is going to... these long chains that fall from him, he swings them towards you twice. The first one rolling a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, and then the second one rolling a... that is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that does 11 points of slashing damage to you, and you are grappled by the chain as it wraps the chain around you. You are also, when grappled by this creature, considered to be restrained. So that is your turn. As he doesn't pull you any closer. The chain is just surrounding you. But he missed you at the first one. That's going to be the end of his turn, bringing us now to Rill.
Amazing. From where I'm standing, I'm going to hop on this desk of bones.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
All right, roll for attack.
2 beams.
You do.
Make them both go towards him. Do I have to roll for both beams?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 beam misses, because that is a 3 plus 7.
Yeah, that misses.
The second beam is a 22.
22 hits. Roll for damage.
Cool. And then I also get my my invocation.
Yeah, agonizing blast. Yeah.
Oh no. I don't know where that dice went, so give me 1 second to find another d10. So that is a 10 points of force damage.
Nice. 10 points of force damage, which he does take the full brunt of that damage as it slams into him, and then he takes his gaze off of you and looks over, or off of Scooter and looks over towards you. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. So the invocation adds the d4.
It adds your charisma bonus, it should.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so then, sorry, the math is wrong on that. My charisma bonus. Okay, I see what it was. Sorry. D&D Beyond does things for me sometimes, math-wise, that I think that I need to add, but
I understand.
So that is just a 10 points of damage.
You said 10.
Yeah. I did?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys. I need that math book. That book was so boring. Okay.
So you're good.
So yeah, so then I'm gonna use my movement to come over. Is this like a pile of squirmy thingies? What's over here? What is this?
No, that's just like that's the ritual circle. It's just like intricate designs.
Cool. I'm gonna stand in the middle of this ritual circle just for aesthetic.
Okay, fantastic. The aesthetic is achieved.
Yeah.
Milbury, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna channel my divinity to try to turn this motherfucking undead. If he's undead, is he undead?
He is not undead.
I hate what you just said, and you need to stop that. Then I am going to. Well, there is another channel divinity I have, but that would require going right up to it, and I don't really want to do that yet.
Are you a knowledge cleric?
No, death domain.
Nice.
Figured it made sense for ghoul slayers. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Actually, real quick before you go, it is going to use its reaction on Rill. Rill, it turns over and looks at you and kind of screams, and as it does, these chains like appear out of its face and like almost like a predator type thing. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 22.
Okay, you feel fear strike inside of you, but it does not overtake you, and you are not frightened of this creature. Sorry, Mil, go ahead.
So yeah, I would use if I were to dash to get over to that ritualistic circle, could I still check to see if there's anything like with history or religion that I could use to harm Kane, or would that be an additional action?
Sorry, I'm confused. Can you repeat one more time? I apologize.
No, you're fine. I am thinking I want to dash over to.
You want to use your. Okay, do you mean just run, or do you mean actually action to dash?
Action to dash, because my run is 30.
Okay.
Like my
I was just clarifying. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if it's possible, at the same time, I'd like to either religion check or history check. Well, they're the same, so probably more likely religion check, since we know we're demon slaying, to see if this sigil on the ground would affect the creature. Like if I were to start like
I can make that I can make that a bonus action. So that would just be your full turn doing that. So go ahead and move your token over there and then roll a religion check for me.
Yeah. Wrong thing. Boom. I'd go like right there, just because in case I step in it. No, not good shit. Come on, let's get a good one. Hey, that is a 23.
23. While great for the aesthetic, this sigil is inert and not causing any issues, but that's also good to know too. You know that there is nothing animating this demon other than the demon itself.
Cool. And I just go, all right, and I pull out the sword.
All right, and that's the end of your turn. Back up to the top of the turn order, we've got Gilmore, and then Scooter, you're on deck.
Gilmore?
Oh god, Granger.
First he was Quinn,
oh my
now
god.
he's Gilmore.
I don't know what's happening with me, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look at this situation. This isn't good. And slight spoilers for this film, like the Scarlet Witch in Multiverse of Madness, facing off against a certain bald individual.
Yes.
Just reach out my hand like that, and my brain am going to reach my consciousness into this being and do Tasha's mind whip.
Okay.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Spider-Man 3.
What does it do?
It needs to make an intelligence saving throw of 16.
Okay. It rolled no joke, it rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Well, it's still going to take half damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a bummer.
I know, I'm sorry.
But this guy's an idiot.
Damn it, that's really good damage.
He got a +0 to it.
Well, the good news is that's really good damage. 6, 12, 13 halved.
13 halved to 6, but he does take the full 6. So you notice him kind of like he, and then shakes it off and brings his focus back upwards.
Ew. That's it.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Scooter, at the top of your turn, you take 5 piercing damage as the chain around you starts to squeeze more. You are restrained, which means your movement is 0. You can attack at a disadvantage, or you can try to escape. It's up to you, but you're not like you can't do nothing. You know what restrained is. You're a DM.
I'm going to shoot him at disadvantage with my pistol.
Oh,
alrighty.
Wait, are they within 60 feet of me?
Let's find out. Yes.
Cool. So as part of my thing, I can use my reaction to do restore balance and negate that disadvantage.
Wonderful. So just a regular straight attack roll. So you kind of lift your hand up to try to shoot. The chain's wrapped around it, and Granger reaches out with their magic, and the chain kind of like erodes and turns to rust from their time magic, and you're able to pull up the gun a little bit more and shoot with a regular roll.
Hell yeah. All right. 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll damage.
6.
6 points of damage, halved to 3, but you do give some damage to it. It's starting to look a little angry.
And then I'm going to attack again. Do I have disadvantage on this one, the second attack, or?
Is it just for one attack that you get to do that, or?
When a creature you see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage, you can use a reaction to prevent that roll.
Okay, gotcha. So this one will be at disadvantage. As the chains kind of tighten your arm back down.
17 to hit.
17 with disadvantage still hits.
11 piercing.
11 points of piercing damage, halved to 5. Definitely causing some damage, but he still looks to be looking pretty hardy. Is that the end of your turn, Scooter?
My turn.
That's the end of your turn. He is going to... Gonna step right here. And he is going to squeeze on his chain on Scooter one more time. Scooter, you take another 9 points of piercing damage. And he's going to reach out to try to hit Nil.
Who?
Nil.
Who?
Rill.
Nell from the movie Nell, Jodie Foster from Nell.
He rolled a natural 1, though, so he flings out the chain, and you're able to just move right to the side as it clangs into the wall. That's the end of his turn, so now we've got you, Rill.
Thank you.
I just rewatched that Elden Ring one shot on Critical Role, and Sam's character is named Nil, and that's why that's happening.
Well, Nil is also one of the characters from Horizon Zero Dawn, like the bandit hunter.
You're right.
Almost at the end of Forbidden West.
And
Well,
Nil
don't
is
tell me
also
I'm not playing
Nil is
Call.
also what you call the number 0. So.
Oh, wow! Thank you. I feel great about myself now.
It's also a nickname for vanilla.
All right, come on.
I am going to, after having dodged the chain, look back and cast Witch Bolt on little shenanigans.
Even though he's restrained, I'm gonna say that you're technically flanking him to get advantage on this spell attack.
Oh, thank God. I love when you say that as I'm rolling and it's bad.
It's like I know.
It was 13 to hit anyway.
Even with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses, unfortunately. As you kind of shoot, and he like moves at the last second. He's almost like delayed, like.
Damn. Of course, that was one of my pact things too. Okay. Well, since he is coming closer to me, I'm just gonna stay put and stew in my failure.
Okay, fantastic. That is the end of your turn. Mill, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the distance. So
as you look towards this creature, he is going to use his reaction to growl at you, just as he did Rill earlier. And I need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
This is what I'm built for, and if I fail it, I will be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed! It's a 9!
You are now frightened by this creature, so you have disadvantage on attacks against this creature, and you cannot willingly move closer to it.
Fortunately, I actually was going to move away anyway, because I didn't want to get closer, so I'm going to use my full movement to get... hold on one second. Okay, cool. That was me teleporting from Star Trek. I'm going to move away from that creature. That's 30 feet right there.
Yeah, the terror definitely gets inside of you for a bit.
And even still, I'm fucking bury. I'm going to take my holy symbol, and as afraid as I am, basically like with my longsword, like strike my longsword with the holy symbol as if I'm like lighting shit, and cast Ray of Sickness at the creature with disadvantage.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
What is that? Oh, we might be fucked. That's yeah, that's a 14.
14. Yeah, both of those miss. That one misses, and so the ray kind of shoots off to the side. But now at the end of your turn, you're no longer frightened of this this creature.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, and that is the end of your turn. Back up to the top of the turn order, Granger.
Am I making this up? Did we find out that it was like fire damage wasn't a thing for it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I thought.
You did make that up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast a good old Chaos Bolt at 3rd level.
All right, roll for attack.
Damn.
So that's gonna be a 15 to hit.
15 misses. Unfortunately, the
Diddly
AC
darn.
the AC is 16 for this creature. So you shoot the Chaos Bolt, and it looks as if it's right to embed itself into the center mass of this demon, and it kind of like ducks off to the side, and it goes over its shoulder, slamming into the wall behind it.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're good.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, Scooter, it's now your turn. At the top of your turn order, you take 6 points of piercing damage as the chains are squeezing tighter. You are now restrained.
I would like to attempt to break free.
All right, roll an athletics check or acrobatics, whichever you choose.
Athletics. 7.
7, unfortunately,
Wait,
is not enough.
Who had the thing that helps them? Was that Mill?
That was Mel. No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No.
Okay, cool.
So you have a bonus action?
I am going to action surge.
Okay.
And I am going to fuck it. I'm going to shoot him at disadvantage.
All right, do it.
25.
Well, you've had your turn again, Granger. If you want to make it as a he hit 25.
25
at disadvantage. That's insane. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
10 piercing.
10 piercing, half to 5, but it does hit the creature. If you want to attack again at disadvantage, Granger, if you want, you can do your reaction again.
No.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
I understand.
No. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
14.
Or no.
14 misses. Unfortunately, 16 is the number you're looking for.
Okay, I'm going to,
so that one clings off the chains.
I'm going to second wind with my bonus action, and that's it.
All right, so you second wind. Some of the dents that you've been getting in your armor kind of fill themselves back out as if they were undented from the inside. But that is the end of your turn. It is now the Chain Devil's turn, who is going to yet again squeeze on his chains on you.
What is that? A Chain Devil?
You get 8 points of piercing damage. As he then tries to attack Rill again.
No.
And gets a 21 to hit.
That hits for sure.
It is going to deal 7 points of piercing damage, and you are also now restrained as he has chains around the both of you. And that is the end of that's the end of his turn. That's the end of his turn. And Rill, it's now your turn. You have a movement of 0. Attacks are at disadvantage.
My turn?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And at the start of your turn,
yeah.
You take 8 more points of piercing damage as the chains are squeezing you tighter with these barbs on the chains.
Yes, I say. You said I make attacks at disadvantage.
Yes.
Now I know why Real got into this line of work.
It's a restrained fetish.
Okay. Am I still where I'm at? There's just a chain next to me.
No, there's a chain.
Or not next to me, around. Yes.
Yeah.
Angie is gonna say that it's next to me, but Will knows where it's at. And this isn't magic, right?
No.
It's a physical. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a spell or anything. Okay.
No.
I am going. Oh God. Do I make an attack at disadvantage or do I try to break free? Is the action to break free athletics or acrobatics?
Either.
I'm gonna try to break free then.
All right.
19.
19. You take a second, take a deep inhale, suck in, and the chains kind of like briefly loosen as you then leap up into the air and they fall around you.
I look at the chain devil and
he's going to use his reaction to cause you to make a wisdom saving throw.
To interrupt me?
Yeah.
What a man. Just kidding. But I'm not.
I can't believe you gendered this chain.
Yeah, you don't know.
Wisdom. Oh no. A wisdom saving throw of 9.
9. You are now frightened by this creature.
Fright fest.
I love that. Amazing. Cool.
So attacks against it are at disadvantage and you cannot willingly move closer to it. And you've already used your action to get out. So you have your movement and bonus action.
Okay. I'll use my movement to... Sorry, I'm trying to move the map and I can't. Okay. I'll use my bonus action and...
By the way, if you right click and drag on the map, you can move around.
Yeah, I learned that the hard
Sorry.
way just now in this moment. No, it's okay. I'm glad that you knew that what I was saying. I'm going to... How long does being frightened last? Is it just a turn or until I
you don't know technically, but yeah, it's till the end of your turn. So
Okay.
you'll be done at the end of this turn.
Okay. So I'm going
Just
to...
didn't want you getting any closer to him.
Yeah, use my bonus action to... I don't like being a warlock. I'm never going to do it again. 1, 2. I'm just going to move out of range here.
Okay.
Back
All right.
behind by this very comfortable looking torture table.
Okay, sounds great. That's the end of Real's turn.
Yes.
Mill, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cast... Because I'm not frightened anymore, right?
You are not.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement
Okay.
in that direction, which means I got to roll for this. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did, strike the holy symbol, flint and steel, across the long sword, and send it at this fucker. And that is... Well, we're just going to ignore that, because that's a natural 1.
Yeah, that unfortunately does not hit.
I am angry.
Okay.
But
Noted.
I'm gonna move away from it while staying within range of it, just to I'm gonna duck down basically behind this torture table.
Okay.
However I can do that, just to
Yeah. No, sounds good.
get a little bit of cover in case of chains.
Millbury cowers. And then top of the turn order again, Granger, you are up. Scooter, you're ahead.
I'm extremely irritated because none of my spells have worked this entire conflict. So I'm gonna and crack my neck a couple times and get up like as if I'm gonna start running.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do a quicken spell, spend those sorcery points,
All right.
and I'm casting Mind Sliver at it.
Okay.
So
Then it's a intelligence.
saving throw.
It rolls a 9 on the die plus 0.
Yeah.
Failure. Okay, so it's going to take 2d6 psychic damage.
All right.
That is only 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
But it's going to, on its next time it makes a saving throw, it has to subtract D4. So now with my action, I'm going, because that was a cantrip, I'm now going to use a spell slot to again cast Tasha's Mind Whip at it.
All right, and that is
another intelligence saving throw.
Another intelligence saving throw. Okay, what is your DC?
16.
Okay, so that's an 18 on the die. Plus 0 is 18.
But
he's then going to roll a D4, and he gets a 3. So he fails the saving throw with a 15, and you now are able to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Nice. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was so satisfying.
That's the way to know your mechanics.
Yeah.
See, when I've been playing a class that I actually know what I'm doing, sometimes
isn't it great?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm playing a class for the first time.
6, 10. So that's 13 psychic damage on top of it. And as a whole part of that spell, on its next turn, it has to choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of those 3.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So
deliver that Mind Whip.
So yeah, you reach out towards this creature. The clock behind your eye spins faster and faster, and you hear it screech loudly as it takes that damage. This creature's now looking bloodied. It's looking roughed up, but it is still standing, and it is staring at you. And Scooter, it is your turn, and you take 6 points of piercing damage at the start of your turn.
Okay, I'm going to shoot it with my pistol.
All right, go ahead.
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Was that a disadvantage?
Yeah, it was.
I was gonna do my thingy.
Sweet.
Okay. You have.
So
you
just
can
a
do
straight
that.
roll.
Let me roll again.
Yeah, just roll. Straight roll again.
5 to hit.
Nice. That hits. Roll for damage.
So this is going to be a forceful. You can use a grit point to make this a forceful shot, which is really stupid when I'm grappled by it. But it must. So first of all, it takes 13 piercing.
Ooh, 13 piercing, half to 6.
And then it must make a strength saving throw.
I wish my enfeeblement had worked. That would have fucked it super hard.
All right, it gets a +4 to this. Rolls a 3 on the die.
Okay, it gets pushed 15 feet away from me.
So, it slams into this wall back here. You are dragged. You are just kind of like. I'm gonna say that you're able to stay on your feet, but it just kind of look like, you know what I mean, that waddle that happens as you're getting pulled but can barely stand on your feet, and you just kind of step forward.
And then
all right,
shoot it one more time.
Yeah, this one will be a disadvantage.
Yep. 16 to hit.
16 just hits. Roll for damage.
Nice.
14 piercing.
14 half to 7. This guy's looking angry. He's looking mad now. He's looking to start hurting. It is now his turn. He can only do an action, bonus action, or movement. He's going to choose to use his action to squeeze that chain tighter on Scooter, doing 4 points of damage, piercing damage. And, I mean... Yeah, I think he's just gonna... There's no one else around him. I think he's gonna...
I will say, is this his turn? Because he, as effects of Tasha's Mind Whip, he only gets the movement action or...
Yeah, but this is the... but he gets he's a multi-attack.
Oh,
so
okay.
So with his second attack... I mean, you are already grappled, but I think he is going to swing at you with his other chain. And gets a 16 to hit. That's at advantage. So he wraps another chain around you, but it just doesn't really do anything. He wraps it around his own chains, and it just doesn't really do anything. And that's the end of his turn. Rill, you are up.
Okay. I want to cast from where I'm at, because I'm not frightened anymore, right?
You are not.
I'm going to shake off oh God, why was I ever frightened of this? He's beautiful. And can I cast Eldritch Blast, but on the chain connection of Scooter and the thing?
I will
Like-
say yes, but if it does damage, it won't harm the devil or the
No,
demon.
I just want to break the. I just
Okay,
wanna
yeah,
help
roll
break
for-
the hold.
Roll for attack. It's gonna be a high AC to hit something kind of small like that.
24.
24 hits. Roll
Wow.
damage.
9 points of damage.
Okay, roll
To
for
the
the second.
chain.
The chain's still holding tight, so roll for the
Okay.
second.
23.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
And I'm doing this digitally. Thank you, D&D Beyond, not sponsored. For the damage to that second bolt, it is 14.
His chains have an AC of 20 and hit points of 20, which you just knocked out. So the chain around Scooter is broken, and the chains around you just fall to the ground as the demon screams in anger.
Cool.
It is then going to use its reaction. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It can if it wants.
No, it's not going to.
And then I'm going to, as it's mad at me, I'm just gonna look back and I'm gonna go.
Fantastic.
And that's my turn.
All right, Mill, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna try once more to do some magic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give a good old fuck it, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness, striking the holy symbol across my blade directly at it at a 3rd level.
All right. Roll for attack.
Oh God, please. Okay. Ha. 20.
20
hits. Roll for damage.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna watch me get all ones. Hold on. Because it's 4. Oh no, it's 4d8. Let me get these. 1d8.
And what type of damage is this?
Poison.
Okay. You can Google it yourself. There are 2 types of damage that the Chain Devil is immune to, and those are fire and poison. The spell, the 3rd level spell, slams into the chest of this creature, and because he is immune to the damage, it does nothing.
Yeah, real quick, just for fun, I want to tell everyone the exact number of points I'm sad. That'd be 24 points of sadness.
And that also would have killed it. But unfortunately, it didn't. Because the demon, even though technically a devil in this game, he's a demon, he takes the damage, or doesn't take the damage, and absorbs it. And he just kind of, you hear this like laughing that sounds like chains being like whipped together. And that is your action.
That was so cool, though, Evan. Great work.
Yeah, it was real fucking cool. I'm gonna fuck up Osmosis Jones.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I can do. That's not true. Just in case, I'm going to take my potion of healing.
All right, yeah, go ahead. You can roll that to yourself. 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
And then Granger, top of the turn order. You're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of look like I'm bouncing some air between my hands, and then it just kind of more arcane energy starts crackling, and I'm just gonna send another 3rd level chaos bolt.
All right, roll for attack.
Yeah, I think that hits 18.
18 hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah. So that's 2d8 and 3d6.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
So the 2d8s. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, so Chaos Bolt, you don't know what kind of damage you're doing until it's done, so I had to make sure. I was like, don't be poison and fire. And then 3d6. Okay. Apologies, this is taking so long.
You're good.
4, 8,
Don't worry, I just did 24 points of nothing, so it's fine.
15, is that right? Yeah. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of cold damage.
Okay, 15 points of cold damage. It takes the full amount of damage, but it is still barely standing as the creature, as it is looking rough. It's starting to look at exits. It's starting to look as if it doesn't even want to harm you anymore. Well, I mean, it does, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
That's gonna be my turn.
All right, Scooter.
I walk up to it and I say, "I will see you in hell."
All right, roll for attack.
Well, and then I take out my pistol and then I try to shoot it and it clicks.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So I use my action to reload a pistol.
Okay.
No! I tried to free you because I felt so bad! Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
You want to do your bonus action for anything?
No, I don't have any.
I mean, you could hit it with your fist. It'll just be a. I mean, it would. It just you wouldn't have your proficiency bonus.
I will punch it. I will punch it.
Do you like the butt of the gun? Just.
We could still use them as
9
clubs.
misses. You cling. Does nothing. It is now the demon's turn.
No.
He is going to spend both attacks at Scooter.
God damn.
Scooter, the first is a 14, and the second is a 25, for a total of 11 points of piercing damage as it wraps around you.
No problem.
Still up?
Yep.
All right,
I
that's
bet
the end of
it's
its.
like 2.
That's the end of its turn. All right, Rill, you're up now.
Okay, I'm going to, from where I'm at, look at it and say, this is not really that cute anymore. So, and I'm gonna try again, even though I had bad luck with it last time. I'm gonna try to cast Witch Bolt.
All right, do it.
14. What the fuck?
14 misses.
Why can't I cast
unfortunately.
Eldritch Blast but not Witch Bolt?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
So then, because it fucking failed and I'm never casting Witch Bolt again, add it to my list of charmed person. Charmed person. Can I just use my bonus action? No, in order to use 2-weapon fighting, I would have had to attack with a weapon the first time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm. That's it.
All right. Okay. That is the end of Real's turn. This thing has been on death's door for a minute. Mill, you're up.
I'm so pissed. I run to this motherfucker. I get right up, use all my movement to get right next to it, all 30 feet, and I'm going to attack with my longsword.
All right.
Okay. Does a 19 do it?
A 19 does hit, yes.
Thank
roll for
God,
damage.
because I'm going to roll it for damage and do an additional thing since I couldn't turn the undead. So that's the first damage. 1d8 is an 8. So full 8. I'm also going to use my Channel Divinity, Touch of Death, to deal an extra 15 points of necrotic damage on this piece of shit.
All right. How do you want to do this, bud?
Yay.
Oh my God. I'm going to run up to this motherfucker, look him dead in the eyes as I'm like getting ready to like golf swing and do it up and go, Garfield, a tale of two kitties!
Oh my God.
And just unseam it from crotch to head.
Yeah, you do. You stick the blade under the creature, rip it up. It falls down to the ground in a pile of chains that then melt, and you feel the house and the manor shake, and you hear the distant sounds of voices as if being pulled away from this manor, and everything goes silent, and the feeling of heaviness and evil in this manor disappears.
I turn around and you notice that my eyes had gone white and very like insane looking, and I turn back around and I just go, did I yell Garfield, a tale of two kitties?
You did. I thought it was quite peculiar.
I don't know what that is.
Please explain what that means.
I'm not entirely sure. I was just channeling some divinity. I put my longsword back and investigate to see if the chains left anything behind.
The chains started melting and became shadow in the ground.
Great.
Right, we did it. Hooray.
I'm very proud of all of us. We all did an exceptional job.
I think so too.
All of my stuff really landed, and I was really
Same.
have.
All of my stuff
Yes.
definitely landed, and I definitely didn't hit it with anything it was immune to.
No, of course not.
I tried to blow it up, but it didn't do anything.
Hey, Scoot, you did a good job. Real, you did a good job too.
You're accessorizing absolutely marvelously. The mask and the hat is really.
Thank you. I am fashionable.
Let's walk and talk and just go through I would like to go through the entire manor as is, part of our professionalism as the Ghoul Slayers, and make sure that all spirits and things have been cleansed from the house. Mending things as I go.
Yes. I think we should also maybe ask for a raise, because we did do some really good remodeling of the home. And
that was the plan. Did you not think that was the plan the whole time? I was intending on
She seemed very proud of it, but I think her taste level might be a bit. So
Gotcha. I also take the book if there's a book on the.
There's not. That's just there.
I don't take the book because it's not there.
Yeah. You go back into the cell where the woman was webbed up. That body has now become a skeleton and is no longer talking. For the sake of brevity, you make your way. You're muted, Angie. Sorry.
Could I take her skull?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you sure can.
Oh, I need to get the dragon skull on my way out.
Yes.
Oh yes. Once again, that dragon skull is about 7 feet by 7 feet.
Yeah, I'll help.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
You have to
So,
take it.
for the sake of brevity, Lady Margaret Winter is standing outside of her manor, and the door in the front bursts open, and out walks a mechanical engineering marvel with a 10-gallon hat and a plague doctor mask, the shadows gripping to him. Behind him walks just Bill fucking Murray, and then a large dragon skull being carried out. You have to twist and turn it through the door.
Like moving a couch.
No, you pivot it. You have to really pivot.
Pivot.
You have to pivot here.
If they got it in the door, we can take it out the door.
That's really true. That is really true. Or
She meets you, and she says, "Oh, well, it's so good to see all of you. It seems that this was a job well done."
Yes, naturally.
Yes.
So did you clean the house out of any evil?
All
Oh,
evil.
Oh, all of it. Yeah.
The whole
It's all gone.
Yeah,
wonderful. Honestly,
there was a chain devil in the basement. Your classic devil living in the basement, radiating evil and all that.
I think
Right.
your ancestors were up to some shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's dungeons down there. There's dungeons.
Oh.
There's a couple dead bodies down there.
Too.
You didn't spring for the body removal service, so we didn't take those out.
We did do a bit of light cleaning.
We did do that.
Thank you so
We
much.
restored some stuff.
Is there a reason why the dragon skull is being taken?
Yeah, the dragon skull was
It's a
one of the
dare.
objects that was radiating evil. It was the chain devil was using it to radiate evil. We believe that it could have
We must
clamped
destroy it.
down
It was a
on
double
anybody
dog
who was
dare, I'm
in.
sure you understand.
You've heard of the double dog dare curse?
Roll a deception check, and I was going to give you advantage with Rail's help, but not with what.
Can I behind my back, the pendulum of my tattoo starts shifting, and I'm gonna do my disadvantage shift to just straight roll.
Okay, yes.
Who is
Yeah.
doing that? Who's
You
doing the roll?
are doing the
Okay.
deception check.
Okay.
Straight roll.
Most important role.
It was almost a nat 20. It's a 14.
14. She looks at you. Okay, well, perhaps you will be able to clean it, and then we can get it back. at some
Absolutely.
point.
And of course, yes, we'll
Yes.
That
definitely
is part
return
of our
this.
service.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah,
wonderful.
no.
Good.
If an object's evil,
Yeah,
we clean it.
I understand.
We
I
get it back.
understand.
Move
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
home.
Ray Parker Jr. And she looks over to her right, and this man walks over with this huge clinging bag, and he puts it down on the ground, and this huge leather sack filled with 50,000 gold coins is put down in front of you. I will handle this. And Reginald
No,
walks over.
Reginald. No, buddy.
No, I'll handle it. Nope.
No.
Nope, I'll handle it. And he brings down and
Jeez.
Put your back into it. Remember, lift with your legs.
Yes, sir. Yes,
With the
sir.
back.
I help lift slightly. There you go.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You're only 105. You're fine.
He moves over to the back of the carriage. You put the gold coins in the carriage. Lady Margaret Winter looks at you and she says, well, I must say, your posters spoke true. You truly are the Ghoul Slayers.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know.
Oh, I will.
Reduced rate for anyone that you recommend that comes
Yes.
to us.
Are we
that around.
sure about that?
Yeah, that's how you get customers. That's how you get customers, Granger.
I don't use gold.
We just got 50. Oh my god. Okay.
I would like to walk up to Lady Winter and say, we also found this. I think it's one of your finer blends. And I was wondering if you would like to split it with us today. And I pull out a bottle of effervescent liquid and a little glass and pour a little for her.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
You know, if it's not from the Feywild, it's not really the real
this
thing.
is from the Feywild.
Oh my god. I also at this time cast Mass Healing Word just in case we get murdered. Yeah.
Okay.
You said a persuasion?
At advantage, yeah.
At advantage, okay. It would have been a 16.
She looks at you and grabs, well, I can't stay for long, but I can toast, of course. And she takes the drink, and what happens to her, Angie?
The next time she sees a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this filter, she becomes charmed by that creature for an hour. If the creature is of a species and gender that she is normally attracted to, she regards it as her true love while she is charmed.
She takes the drink, and she... Oh, that tasted wonderful. Real, thank you so much.
And I turn. Is she looking?
Oh, she's looking infatuated.
Okay, because I was going to say, now, how's about another 50,000 gold for us to clean totally your mansion?
Oh, I mean, if it means that you're going to stick around, well then...
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, yes, it's done, of course, deal.
Wonderful. Everybody gets 6
hold
healing,
out my hand.
She takes
out
your
my hand and I flip it and kiss it.
Oh!
All right, team, back in the house.
And then the camera zooms out as you hear... and that is where we will end the session of the Ghoul Slayers, as they have successfully...
Damn. 105,000 gold.
I mean, you killed it. You nailed
it. Yeah.
Thank
carries
you
over
all.
to our Tear-Off campaign, right?
No. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Michael. Special shout out to Michael.
The Ranger, old boy.
A wonderful special guest. And thank you to the viewers for watching a little spooky one-shot today. This was a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, we've got Meet the Persons, hosted by Angie with Eric Younglove, the DM of the recent Quest for the Golden Spoon long shot. And then on Thursday, we have Session 2 at 6 p.m. Central of Tomb of the Black Sand, DM'd by Thor Goodman, which I'm very excited to continue. And then this coming Sunday, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. Maybe a continuation of the Tear-Off campaign, but also maybe not. We'll see. Just stay tuned. At Charmed Persons at all social medias. Catch up on YouTube. If you like podcasts, find us on Spotify. Thank you to my players, the best players a DM can ask for. Thank you to the viewers. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.